Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
I'm an adult. We got stuff to do. After a very needed, very deserved long rest. And a little, kind of, because the train kind of rocks a little bit. So some people like sleep better because of it, because it's like kind of like you get rocked to sleep kind of situation. Others just like they're having none of it. But you guys traveled enough with your various backstories that you would have train travel of like you've learned to handle it in your way of either you desire it or you don't really have a preference or if you just hate it. You guys wake up, you get dressed, you have some breakfast. Actually, I leave it to you. You wake up after a restful sleep. Most of you battling your internal demons, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's like you guys got some fucked up shit inside.
It's okay, I'm fine.
DM knows us.
Fucked up, insecure, needy, and emotional. That's totally fine.
Had a little bit of drink, a little bit of a, you need to nurse that headache a bit because of hangovers. But apart from that, I leave it to you. As you hear the train begin to slow down,
do we still have time for a
this
full
train is
breakfast?
like are we still suspended? Are we?
Which ones?
The rails are currently
Sausages and
underneath
bacon.
because this
More
is just a straight up
sausages.
tunnel. Now a 2-track tunnel where you're currently at, and you don't know in terms of where you are because
take my
you
lemon
slept
strip.
and stuff like that.
I love the fact that this is like a train that's on its 2 tracks, and every now and then it goes and connects to a suspended, and then double side, and then
Full blown
switches
fantasy
back to,
nonsense. Of like,
depending on where it is in the Underdark on what it was.
I think it's
and then you get into
train.
like
It's
it's a
like
little,
connected to
it's
it,
a
just
bit
swivels around the
older
train.
in some areas than others. So you're like, ooh, this one's a little rubbery in terms of like. Anyway, so yeah, that whole thing about it.
By the way, slowing down, we're still moving at a clip.
You're slowing down. You're still moving. You haven't done a complete stop because momentum is a thing with trains and stuff like that. Ozzy comes over. Actually, I'll let you guys do a quick morning routine if you decide to do anything in the morning, or are you just saying you're
Full gnomish breakfast.
No, with a natural 20, the bar is stocked. I mean, there's even a grilling session. I mean, you open up a small little area and you see like a freezer box that has full blown like T-bone steaks. Yeah.
Just coming out.
Someone worked hard on
And then,
this.
by the way,
Over
it
top
isn't
of you
frost.
and around.
That is smoke from the smoker.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Just pull out a massive, full fillet of salmon. And just
You rolled a natural 20 on the luck check, so yeah, whatever you want is in there.
Blood sausages and black puddings.
I am going to find a
Mushrooms.
place where I can do. I'm looking for a mirror of some sort.
There's basically an outhouse
Okay.
level. Yeah, there's.
Brush all this stuff off the mirror, get it all shiny as possible, and go. Fresh to digitation.
Oh god, yes. Yes. Yeah,
Love it.
Just
Yeah,
I would love that.
I'm literally just
Imagine Mike, you wake up 5
cleaning
minutes before
my
work.
presents.
Right? Yeah, you don't have to shower. You don't have to shave. It's just like a couple castings.
Fresh
and
to
done.
digitation. Press to digitation. Press to digitation.
it's like it's not
What? Not multiple prestidigitations there.
like the posh cars don't have shower quarters. They just
I
have
gotta say,
a wand of
what are you making
prestidigitation.
you smell? Like, what do you smell like? You're doing so many prestidigitations.
You mean
What
a
do you
wand of
smell like?
prestidigitation?
Do you smell like
What am I
Axe
smelling
body
like?
spray, or do you smell like?
Oh,
Yeah.
Please, no.
oh man.
Because it smells like saffron.
No,
It's a 10-foot aura of
I'm smelling like
Clove is fine.
I'm smelling like a forest after a fresh rain.
Let's get it.
oh,
So like dirt.
Lots of sulfur.
Yeah. Okay. Going. Oh.
Very
Okay.
fungally.
All right. Yeah. You come out. I'm assuming everyone else is in the lounge area / like mini kitchen / mini bar area.
I'm still in my little bunk area.
Your little book area. Okay.
And then I throw open my door and go like, oh my gosh! And run over to you. I go like, I have something to show you.
Okay.
And I say this prayer.
Right.
By divine might and platinum light, I banish darkness and end the night. You're consecrated now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now
Your
I have to
damage-
say, was there any like visual indication that it was a legitimate thing?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
What-
Divine flows from my back down my arm and into you.
Ooh.
And now your weapon attacks deal radiant damage.
Awesome. Even better.
By the way, did you omit the fact that we're?
I have to be now. I'm going to be a little bit of a.
Well, probably on her hip, I guess.
I'm gonna tighten my straps here. Technically, you have to choose one weapon on that. Doesn't matter who's wielding it. You have to choose the weapon. So if you choose her rifle, you have to take her rifle and perform the situation.
No, it's not on me. It's on the weapon.
No, it's not. It's not like whatever you grab as a weapon. And by the way, what is a weapon? It's like
My fists.
Me.
because he doesn't have a limit on how many times he can do that.
Okay.
I have 4 actually.
Ah,
I can do it 4
but
times.
there's not concentration. But you have to choose how many weapons and what weapons. I am 99% sure that's
As an action, you can touch a willing creature and utter a prayer to sanctify it.
I-
Whenever that creature hits with a weapon attack, the attack deals radiant damage instead of the weapon's normal damage type.
Is it literally creature?
Yep, it's this creature.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right side.
I need melee weapon attack.
And
Not
Just
ball of
weapon
fire,
attack.
path of
Just weapon
righteousness. What is it again? Consecrate arms.
'Cause it's a
You
gunslinger
touch a willing
Oh,
creature.
crap.
Motherfucker!
Damn.
Okay. I got outruled.
You snapped it.
That's why I was asking about the druid thing. I was like,
Ha! I can feel the internal ick happening.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
if everybody's all together, I will cast Long Strider on
So-
the group.
Yeah, you feel a weird warmth in your inner soul.
Weird.
Apparently, you got a cleric with you.
Rad. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
no problem.
Or at least that's what it feels like in terms of if you've ever been to a church, you know what a cleric is kind of situation. You kind of know what the feel of
No
certain
idea.
culture. Yeah.
You wouldn't.
No idea.
Never been.
No, he wouldn't.
Couldn't even tell you where it
Church?
is.
I think I stole something once.
I need details.
Cursed.
A bunch of bread on it? It was
Does
breakfast.
one want to be cursed? That is how one ends up cursed. Just saying. But yeah, I'll definitely Long Strider everybody in the group.
Yeah, and you definitely have the time. I'm going to say over the next course of the hour. So you're doing that during the like everyone's doing breakfast because you have a little bit extra time. I'm going to say you have 2 full hours before you get
Light
to the
some
actual
incense.
location. Theoretically,
So
It's
your speed increases by 10 feet.
negates the train.
Movement speed. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's until long rest. So.
until long rest. So yeah, it's an excellent excellent, especially since it's a ritual casting. Since you're, bless you.
So
Oh, that's fine.
you have to do it every what? It
Long
takes
rest.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so it's a good hour. but-
Technically 10 minutes, one action, but I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Speed bunny.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes and since there are 10 people here, technically 7. Now, Brian Matner's character, whatever name he is taking an alias,
Is it 10
remember,
people?
just a
Eos.
reminder,
Eos. Yep.
you don't know, you know that name.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Everyone else knows an alias name that he gives, it gives.
Is it
and
Patrice
it's
now?
and it's
Yeah.
currently in the form of a humanoid old lady. She hasn't been saying anything. She's just been doing that classic Wild West hat tilted in the corner, not saying anything. A little bit of moody tone to it,
Dark and broody.
dark and broody
Got
with
it.
a side of ale.
You would know that.
Sorry, with a side of
occasionally
whiskey.
spinning the revolver chamber.
Yeah, there you go. For the purposes, she is going to say that she's going to stay with the train to protect our exit and stuff like
Ah,
Makes sense.
that. Which makes sense, 'cause especially with joining the
excellent.
area
Eos,
yeah.
very wise move there, Eos.
Yeah. And once I'm done with that, I'll definitely do speak of animals on myself.
and should we have Eos? I'm sorry there. But should we have?
Did you say Heos?
Yes, I do. Apparently.
Okay.
Should we have Eos keep track of your bag that has the glowing electrified thing in it?
Yes.
Who?
He.
Eos.
He.
Who?
What?
Who? What?
Who's that?
You did see her change physical forms after the
I mean-
normal battle.
I mean,
so apparently some sort of
Echo
doppelganger.
points. Yes?
I have to watch episode 1 again to find out what name she is.
Patrice.
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 Patrice of the something family.
A cup flies across the room and hits you in the head. Yeah.
You need to tell me about these things before you come up with these people.
Baby.
I do, but you
Not
never
smart.
fucking listen.
That's true. All
He's
right.
deaf. Deaf baby.
That baby.
Baby. Soft.
Soft baby. Oh,
What?
Oh, we're entering territory.
One time, this baby's gonna save your chicken.
She points to herself.
You know what?
Wrong.
I'm going to regret this. But since you rolled a natural 20 roll on a luck check for how well supplied it is, I'm going to roll a d6 for me.
Burn. Apply aloe to the
Three.
burn.
You're getting burned.
Everyone gets 3 temporary hit poins.
All right.
It's just, hey, when you have a nice, well-stocked kitchen, it's,
Oh, good.
French kiss. Because I swear that I've had a couple of meals that I feel strong and fatter.
French
Unless it's
kiss or chef's
biscuits.
kiss? Because those
I
are
only,
slightly
I,
different.
apparently I only have
Fresh
2
kiss?
because I have the burn.
Oh.
Chef's kiss. French kiss is a little
You're getting
different.
burned
said
by
French.
someone who speaks very
Yes,
little.
you did.
I did say French.
This is saying something.
Wow.
I was gonna let it go.
Well, Jeff is doing something else. He found a rat. So.
Yeah, we didn't have biscuits and gravy, so everybody should be awake and able to move.
It's like we had a fried tongue.
Yeah,
apparently.
and Ozzy comes over smelling the food and goes,
Action.
No.
I smell bacon.
You smell what bacon or you smell bacon?
I smell bacon. Says this 2.5 foot nothing gnome, heavy steampunked right arm, big goggles, and a scruffy beard that's a little singed on every part. Always smells like a little bit like gunpowder. And he just dives down with you. Right, as he's like eating bacon a little bit. So I slowed down a little bit. What's the plan? Do you want me to go to the destination, or do you want me to hold off for a certain distance so you can walk on foot? Because rolling up on a train on an unknown situation can be a little,
Agreed.
enough said.
It would be
Discreet.
Good. Yeah, it would be good for some recon.
is it-
Well, just how far should we pull away? Or not?
1 mile, 2 miles, 5 miles.
Exactly, because
Well, it comes down to how
remember-
long is the train. I mean, do they already know we're coming? Because there's a train.
No, not at this distance.
How far out are we?
We're still about an hour and a half from the destination,
all right, but
which is about 16 miles.
But I would think anything under a mile, we're going to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And the echoes in the Underdark are pretty big.
Yes, but 16 miles away, it's still
6D?
16.
16, we're fine, but we should ask ourselves: do we want to walk a mile? Do we want to walk 5 miles? What do we want to do here? And just remember, every mile in the Underdark has to be at least twice, 3 times as hard as it is to walk upon the upper surface.
Now, be advised, there is a couple places that there's no floor. It is a cave, but there's also like openings to the cave and stuff like that because Underdark's
I don't suppose
bullshit.
anyone here can
So,
fly.
depending on how far it is, I'll be able to tell you how many. Okay, actually, now what? I'll just bring up. And he starts drawing on like a cocktail napkin.
So how close can we get and not be heard?
And not have to fly.
It is the Underdark.
And not have to fly.
So surely this train has
Does have
stealth,
advantage on
right?
this kind of stuff.
Sure.
Natural 19. If you're how fast do you want to get to the location? Because I can do a couple things that is not. It voids the warranty of the train,
Perhaps.
insurance. But I know how to do stuff, and you didn't hear shit. I can make this thing quiet as a mouse, but we will be walking about the speed of a mouse.
How about this? Let's just blow our ass right in there so fast that they don't know what's coming.
Maybe
we
not
don't-
smart.
Yeah, given that we don't know what we're walking into, I don't think that would be the wisest idea.
Or
Indeed. But I like what you're thinking. I'm sorry.
Could surprise them because they wouldn't expect us to just run right into the train.
That's if they're directly right there.
Or-
Yes,
Fine.
but
This
if they
is-
hear the train coming, it's not a
But
surprise.
this
Sure,
is.
they'll hear us for about a solid 2 miles.
How
If we're
about
going full
this?
speed, yeah.
How about this?
how
A
about we
train
go
comes through
faster
here.
than full speed and we blow it up?
You're not
Come here.
blowing up my baby.
Then how are we going to get out?
Wait.
Why don't
No
we
one-
just jump off the train after it goes by?
See, here's what I see where you're coming with this. I agree. Look, but maybe not jump off at full speed, but the train drives through here on a certain frequency, perhaps as if it's just driving through at its normal pace. It never stops here, but it stops for us.
I don't
I'll
think
get
this
back.
train runs constantly. It was boarded up. It said don't use.
Oh no, yeah. This actually was a. These are.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Dumb
I'm
baby.
okay, for context, this train system.
Deaf baby.
Yeah, this
That's
train
dumb
system
baby.
is actually historically one of the trail, and there's actually 2 train tracks. Entry, extra point to make it because it was used at high traffic enough that make it viable to make it a 2 train track system, train rail system. My brain. In and out of this location. This is actually a track that is used to go to several mining locations to gather enough resources back in the day when they were still developing and building the elemental refinery plant. It's no longer there because the materials dried up, but I've learned that apparently there's a lot of ins and outs that the mines connect to other rail systems, which smugglers use to jump trains from trains.
So when you say moving at the speed of the mouse, what do you mean? Because they can be pretty quick, so...
If you want me to sneak up on them with the massive train, I know a method of using totally legal techniques on the train. Mm-hmm. Guaranteed it won't explode. Promise. Mm-hmm. To make it quiet as a mouse, but we'll be going at a speed at the mouse. So it's like you have to go at a creep crawl kind of situation.
Okay.
That's if you want to have the train sneak up on them.
Yes, and Morgan, I think the scale of a mouse compared to the size of the train, it is crawling literally.
GM question.
Yes.
So part of the natural squirrel underdark means that it's like after an hour or more in favor terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow the group's travel. Would the train count as being in favor terrain, or does that?
The train is not slowed. It's just using a certain movement speed.
Right, but I guess my question is, does that count as the hour in my favorite terrain? In which case, difficult terrain wouldn't apply. If
Are
we
you
went on
proficient
foot.
in train mechanics?
No, I'm not talking about the train. I'm talking about us on foot.
Oh, on foot? Sorry, I thought you were referring
Yes,
to the train.
so what I'm saying is, it does involve the train in the sense is that we have been on the train in the Underdark for over an hour.
If the train is making the noise, then no. If you're making the noise,
No.
yes.
So,
Are you trying to figure out if we get out and walk?
yes, but so because the natural explorer Underdark, the traveling an hour or more in favor terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow the group's travel. So.
Oh yeah, you're already on that. Like you've been traveling through.
Well, that's
the
what I'm
Underdark.
asking. If
Just
being
traveling.
on the train going through the Underdark count for an hour counted towards that.
Yes.
If it does,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So if that counts, then difficult terrain doesn't apply as far as us walking. So
Right.
we get to skip that. So at least we would have an advantage there.
That's the issue of the difficult terrain. It's more of the things that are in the terrain.
There are two fissures for the 16-mile trek that we had. There are two fissures that remove the floor of this train tunnel. So it goes to the ceiling or on the wall, depending on the situation for the actual train track. But if you want to walk, the second fissure is 10 miles away. So if you don't want to fly or spider climb or teleport or something like that, we can get roughly 5 miles from the destination, and then you can walk from there no problem. As far as if nothing else changed from the old blueprints kind of
In terms
situation.
of sound, we're thinking 2 miles. And in terms of
Sound on a tunnel, that's where, how far does the echo chamber actually transmit the kind of situation? So,
And it would greatly
How much
depend.
time would silencing the train add to our travel if we have to go slow?
about an hour if we start doing it at about 5 miles from the location.
So we've already lost a lot of time looking for him anyways. We're already behind. Not that we lost time looking for him, but we're already this much behind him. At least 24 hours behind him.
And here's the
In
thing.
theory, if he left 24 hours ago.
Here's what I would wonder.
Now, being a person that sent the train out, he left, before we left, it was about 18, 19, 20-ish hours before we left for him. Because I was the one that also got the trains that he needed.
Okay.
So I know when he left.
I know that if I was rescuing anyone, whether I know them or not, if we were to find ourselves arriving to save an individual or person or thing, and arrive 5 moments too late.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what I thought
five.
as
That's
well.
5 too late. We should assume that every moment counts right now, whether or not that be an hour or not. We should remove that hour and be there as fast as we can.
Right. Well, trying to think of whether
you don't want to become a victim yourself, right? No point in rescuing someone if you end up dead.
I'm not racing to my death.
You don't know that. Could
I'm
be.
racing to my death every day.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the pace of a slow train
Yeah.
and how long that takes versus us walking that many miles. If we're walking 5 miles, it's going to take us longer than an hour.
I see. All right. Well, yes. It looks like maybe about the same, right? Quick. I'm going to do a math check.
For what?
I'm going to try and do a calculation.
Okay.
Oh God, this is not.
If the train
Walking
leaves
5
the-
miles is going to
Can I
take
give
you
him a
longer
help
than an
action?
hour.
Yes.
Can I give him a help action? Just like over his shoulder. It's like, no, you forgot to carry the one.
So you're trying to do a train problem here.
Yes.
They're literally.
We're doing
back in third grade math.
We're doing a trolley problem.
There we go. Fine.
I mean,
We're just trying to figure out if it's
the
faster
Chief of
to
Security's
walk or
train
just.
left 34 hours
So-
ago, and your train left 12 hours ago. At what point can you catch up to the train going how fast?
Neither,
So-
because I blew it up with the RPG. Fuck you.
You're right. It was a help action. Didn't matter. 14.
And what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to determine whether or not it would be faster for us to walk the last
do the
hour
slow train.
or take the slow train for the last hour.
Oh, walk.
really?
Yes.
5 miles in an hour? Or less than an hour?
Yeah. Well, actually, okay. By mechanics, I'll say this: he's willing to reduce the speed to 20 feet per turn, which is 6 seconds. So that is.
It's lower than 30.
Yeah, it's
if
slower
we are
than
not
30.
slowed by your train. So
Right. So it'd be faster to walk.
Yes,
But 5, okay.
It'll be faster walk, and also we have long stride, which
but
is faster.
it's also moving a big, potentially defensible platform that is the train into position wherever you're going, if the situation is right then and
let's
there.
do this. Let's do both. Perhaps we get off and walk, and you quietly encroach up behind us.
So like
that's
you're
good.
the scouting party, and I'm eventually going to get there kind of
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you, my man, are our getaway vehicle.
But
I
you
prefer
look like
man in
you
the
have
chair,
something to
but
say.
okay.
You are
Us?
the man.
I'm just sitting there.
Make a
incensed.
persuasion check.
Floor,
You're really
just
trying.
listening.
But
Drop my die.
what do you think?
I'm letting you guys figure it all out at this point.
Suspenseful wait while I grab my
I'm not a
dice.
planning bunny. I'm more of a shooty shoot bunny.
All right, here we go. Persuasion check.
Yes.
What are we persuading?
He's persuading Ozzy.
Oh God. Oh, 12.
12. He's like, yeah, I'm the man in the chair. I'm also the mechanic. I'm also the person that is hoarding all the magical items as if the world is going to end, and it will. I'm sure of that. But anyway,
Nice.
Crazy. Like,
Wait, could you whisper that louder?
my college days call me Crazy Tim, but you know that's later.
crazy Tim.
Crazy
Just
Tim.
take us with
Seriously, I
you.
was telling you.
Take us with you before
It's an
the
inside
world-
joke, don't
just
worry
in the
about
world. Come on, take me with you.
I am taking you with. We're in the train.
I mean, I think that's a good plan, though.
Yeah.
Let's do that, and at least it allows us to.
Now I'll know if it didn't go well is if I finally get there and I see a bunch of dead bodies.
No, it might be going well if you see a bunch of dead bodies that aren't us.
I assume the definition was you are a bunch of dead people on the floor.
Baby.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Does this
No,
train,
I'm rooting for you.
Does
Don't
this train
worry.
have guns?
No, it totally does not have guns. I'll show you where they're not located. He
What I'm
starts
saying
walking.
is, like, if you see us still fighting these, you should use them.
He goes to the storage room. There's definitely not a gun over here. Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? We're not being scried. There's no boss here. Get over here.
It would be against regulation. Wait a minute.
No, just
I'm
just
so
saying.
used to having, like, other employment. Yeah, I know you're employed, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, no.
you're part of the homie squad, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
I'm just
okay.
saying.
E4 Mafia, let's go.
Did
We chill.
the pirates not just do that where they stuck a bunch of cannons out of the train?
Yeah.
Let's do the same thing.
They stole my design. They bastardized it, too.
Well, let's just do the same thing and blast them to holy hell when you get there.
Yeah,
They hold
okay,
off
well,
until you get there.
I mean,
That's
not to
Go
be
makes a small explosion
reasonable,
sound.
because that would be insane. But they're could be hostages, and we will get paid more if the hostages are alive rather than missed.
So he goes to the storage area location while you're saying this, and he pulls a lever that's behind a bunch of fake boxes. He pulls it, the whole bottom floor like opens up, and a literal like 20-foot diameter cannon and goes through the roof. It's a full-blown artillery cannon.
Yes.
Now, this one's a little difficult because, I'd rather go big or go home kind of person.
Yep.
So, it is hell to reload. And, going to stand just outside the door for me real quick.
The train's still moving.
Yeah.
I'm not stepping out the door.
No. To the next train cart, buddy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to take a leap.
Yeah, take a leap. I'll shoot you with a cannon.
Hey, watch this.
See how far you can go. Wow!
I will end your suffering before you suffer.
So, and he gets into this cart, and since it's going into the roof, there's no roof section, like since the train is not mounted to the roof, there's no problem at the moment. So it's fully erect. Look, it's fully extended. I know not much. There's nothing to say, all right. So this artillery cannon, literally full, it's artillery cannon. It's meant for artillery pieces, right? So you're wondering, how can it shoot long distance and stuff like that? It's designed to actually he straps himself in, and you notice that everything is strangely, you now realize that everything was strangely buckled down in this room, so that when he gets into it and he wants to aim to his right, even though it's a giant cannon that's going 30 feet out, he pulls a couple levers, clicks himself in, puts on another set of goggles on top of the other goggles, and you see the whole train decouples and turns to the right. The whole thing, instead of being horizontal, it turns like this, so that the top of the train is turning to the right, so that he can also and go full out.
Well,
Yes.
And you can also realize that the train is on the floor right now. He could also go underneath or to the left and right, depending on where the train is attached to the system.
Nice.
Mechanical marvel.
It really jumbles your niblets when you fire this thing. I love it.
crazy.
Yes, crazy. And he brings it back into position, locks it in, and the whole train becomes one piece again. So it's also very dangerous if other people are in the room, because they have to move with the cart, but you also have someone to actually reload it. Otherwise, it takes forever to reload this thing. But if you hit with it, it's gonna be gone.
You just. I'm sorry if I say you're one person, and if we're gone, you get one shot because you have no one to reload it.
And we got 2 people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Patrice.
Patrice.
I would like to not go down into a potentially hazardous situation with the stipulation that someone will be firing upon our position while we are
With an
actually
artillery
there.
piece.
Danger close.
So let's
It's called supporting fire for a reason.
let's not have that be the planned outcome.
It's okay. I only miss 50% of the time.
We're all waving our hands in this little tiny off in the distance.
I mean-
and he's all, oh, they want me to shoot there. We're like, stop shooting, stop.
That's the difference between friendly fire and close air support anyway, right?
This guy gets it.
If you're not willing to shell your own position, you're not willing to win.
Warning, you are within friendly artillery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I told you.
If this
Trouble.
goes south,
Well-
I'm leaving you all behind.
Oh, it will. But
You only live once.
That's the family motto.
Yay.
I mean, as long as you loot the bodies.
The second family motto.
loot. Yes.
Do we have a way we could signal you from a distance?
Without waving our arms to say that tells you to shoot here.
Okay, well, there are several. Do you want line of sight signaling?
Yes.
He goes into.
I'm assuming this is a direct fire weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless
Line of
the
sight.
wall. Well, it depends on the thickness of the walls.
Line of sight.
Line of sight? Yeah, it's line of sight. He goes into a couple of crates, brings out a couple small little vials of crystalline liquids. If you throw this on the floor, it'll make a small little glowy paint splat thing. There you go. He hands 5 over.
So this would be, if you see this, do not shoot here or shoot here.
I'm going to
Mark target.
assume. Now, how about this?
That's a marked target.
Red or green?
red would be shoot the target. Green is not shoot the target.
Green, don't shoot the target. Red, shoot the target.
What color is this one?
Red is dead.
Orange.
You're asking too many questions. If it glows,
Look,
shoot it.
Just paint the target and hit it.
Yeah.
If
Paint
it's
the target
glows,
and
shoot
hit
it.
it.
If it's painted, hit it.
Agreed.
You just start flinging it at him.
Okay, I'll assume that anything that you fling at it, I will try to shoot there if I have line of sight.
Okay, add to artillery.
Last question.
Blast
Can
radius.
you see what color this is before we break it on something?
No.
If it glows, we should
I mean,
shoot
it has a slight color to it, but it will turn like a neon level of bright color.
Good,
It's like a
good.
violet
Because
and a violet.
I don't need you to go, as we pull it out, and you go, there it is, and shoot.
It's on Oz's body still.
No, he has to break it. He
No,
has to
no,
break
no.
it.
And,
Just hope I don't get punched.
Yeah.
one more last question.
Shit.
What's minimum safe distance from target?
I don't know. I've never tried being on the receiving end of this.
What does it
Oh
shoot?
no.
He goes over and takes a 3-foot tall round. This! And there's like electrical energy pulsing from it, and he like, oh, hold on. He
Big.
puts in a cogwheel and starts, and it like,
Danger.
No
Bigger.
minimum safe distance. Got it.
Run.
As far as possible.
I got
Very
3
big.
of these boys.
Last resort.
What are those even used for?
Trenching.
Why?
Yeah.
Removing trenches.
Look, remember, and he pulls up a picture. These are what run around in the city. If this thing decides that it don't like you, you gotta deter it.
It turns trenches into craters.
Yeah, basically. All right.
Well,
Are we ready?
Always.
Good to go.
As I'll ever be.
last thing.
Oh,
Where's
good.
We start walking.
That is your fifth last thing.
I need to. I look
Tom's not
before
a strong
before I
team.
leave this train and I leave Ozzy. I need to know whether I'm able to leave with this staff that he has.
No.
It's a look. It could help us.
Just really into that rod, man.
It's
You know,
the
amount of times I would have a nickel.
It can conjure lightning. It can conjure lightning.
Yeah, you know what else can conjure lightning? One of these.
What is that?
He holds up the orange vial.
Yes,
It's
Lightning.
gonna sound like lightning when it goes off. Yeah.
but if we're not in line of sight of that,
Baby scared.
then how do we? Well, very well.
Well,
Fine.
ask him. Ask him.
He already said it would cost me 1,500 gold pieces. I don't
That's how
have
much it's
that.
going to cost.
Oh, I thought I said 1,600.
I think he said 1,400.
Make a persuasion.
Can we just borrow it?
You are a ride back. That is fair.
16.
16? 1,400.
But if we just borrow it?
You mean rent it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 200 gold pieces for one battle. If you lose it or break it, you gotta pay for it.
Dead.
With interest.
Just to figure out how important that is to you.
It's like, you maybe just give him a big discount so he stops annoying you and asking about it.
Do you know how many people try that?
Yeah, probably. Worth a shot.
It could be an
Alright.
after
Oh.
battle.
Hey, don't knock the
All
person.
right.
Alright.
Don't try and handle 200 gold.
I'll do it.
Not my money.
Here's 200.
Finally.
Transaction! And he pulls it out and goes.
Well, that's getting broken.
We don't have to pay for it.
Here's your Tesla rod, or at least here's my Tesla rod.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Alrighty.
Sign here, please. And he pulls out an already pre-made contract.
And watch that I never get to even use this thing.
Yes!
I mean, no, the best way to get your use out of it is to use it right on your first go.
It's like
It's okay.
I paid for it, damn it! I'm going to use it.
I will make certain that we remember this moment. So when we get back here and you never use it.
So what's the
We'll all be here to
description
tell
on
you.
that rod
I
again,
told
in
you
terms
so.
of how it
Oz
looks?
memory good.
It's a steel and copper quarterstaff with a thick glass balled head and arcs of electrical energy similar to a plasma ball sphere with 3 big rotating cogs moving underneath it on the staff itself. It's very innocuous and nothing very interesting at all.
Flashy.
Very flashy.
Nothing to see here.
Echo's holding her own staff, just
Nothing
looking,
to
shaking
see
her head.
here.
maybe we should just give the bunny back the glowy orb. You know?
That would be an interesting signal.
Oh, do you want to take the backpack ascending, by the way, so you can tell me what's happening? And you see the backpack with the Tesla just...
Isn't that the horny guy, Minotaur? Are we supposed to be using the backpack ascending to tell Rustborn
What we find.
what we find?
Yes.
Okay.
So we only get once on that.
Well, that one's a one-time use yet.
Yeah, so it stays here.
So, we're going to leave it here and completely get lost and cut off and never come back.
That's usually how Underdark goes,
It
yeah.
was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I hope you don't die.
Me too.
Here, hope.
Right? Who in my jobs? He goes, and
Right?
so he speeds it up so that he gets about within 5 miles of the location. Is there anything in the meantime while you, while in preparations while that is happening?
I'm going to apply my beard oil holding.
Beard oil holding.
Beard oil of holding. So describe the process of you grooming your beard.
So I kind of unfluff it a little bit, kind of pull it back down so it's nice and droopy. And I pull out the special beard oil on my hands. I kind of slowly work it in, and then a little bit of gnomishness and it snaps to the side.
I imagine
you and
no
goes,
wishness
"Is
as he's
alive?"
sneezing and goes.
Smacked me in the head with that.
Is live? Live?
Is your beard alive?
No.
And your
No,
beard
it's not
looks
alive.
Totally not.
glorious.
Totally
It is.
not
It has a
scented.
level of like shine to the beard that's just perfect.
It smells like
So,
cloves.
and then I'm assuming at that point you take your palm pistol that you've hidden in there before, and you just full blown like wrist it into your beard, and then bring it back out, and it's gone.
Nice.
Just a visual of just like full like whoop. Yeah, no.
Just gonna slide a dagger on the other side.
Just stagger on the other side. Yeah, you have a beard of holding now.
No, it's on camera.
Just be careful with the tug of doom.
Hey, it costs extra.
Yeah, right. Anything else? Are you doing any more weapon preparations? Because you can do 4 of them a day.
I can do 4 a day, but they go away on a short rest. So
They do?
Just the 2. Yes. Or
I'm making sure I'm
Oh,
fully loaded.
what are you giving me?
under actions on the right.
So under actions on the right.
My combat actions.
Oh, okay. So you do it a second time on
Me.
you. Okay.
That's how I found it. So saying my prayer. And I was like, wow, it's amazing.
So what does that look like? What does it look like the bunny touching himself as he says this?
Herself.
Herself, sorry.
What does
She
it
is-
look like? A bunny
Okay.
touching
Well, right, like
himself?
the
Hold
bunny
on.
has to touch a creature.
On a more like legit.
Like, is it like rubbing its ears as it says its prayer, or
Oh,
like
God, don't-
like fluffing its nose, or like?
Don't ask a female
It's
bunny
a-
folk to fluff their ears or nose.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
Yeah. So first of all, it's funny because bunny folk do not have breast kind of thing. However,
That's not what I meant.
yeah, but they're humanoid in terms of like they're humanoid bunnies and stuff like that. But I say this because of the art depiction and stuff like that. But
They just rub their legs together.
her chest has more of a
Voluptuous?
look to it. Maybe due to the muscle, or maybe there's a little bit more fey energy
Yeah, she's
than you
just
realize.
drawn that way.
Why is that burning? That is driving me nuts.
He's trying.
He's meditating. It's his morning routine.
I love it, and I also hate it. So you prep yourself. You are doing preparations as you are going into full monk mode, as you apparently have incense, expensive incense.
Shank.
Would you like to describe
It's
any
not touch the
process?
face.
Is there
Let her
any
touch
weird phenomenon as you apparently awaken your third level
Feathers look like on fire.
abilities?
Mean.
Because you are not like just all physical monk.
As I'm sitting there surrounded by about 4 or 5 different burning at various different levels of incense, as I'm sitting there in the middle, or like just like in the corner, that I've set for myself, set in my robes, completely drenched, and just you see the smoke of the incense billow over me, and these you can see it moves over something ethereal and invisible on my back and around me. Like there's more there that you can't see, but is being revealed by the smoke.
Interesting.
Indiscernible, just some other appendages.
That's creepy. That's
Mysterious.
creepy. Yeah, mysterious is right.
Also creepy.
Also
Mysterious.
I'm still torn whether the lizard or the bunny is stranger.
He just watches the incense wraps around certain parts.
Talking bird, totally normal.
I finished
Hey,
my
let's
prayer.
Echo. What are you
Finished my
doing?
prayer,
If
divine
anything,
light shower
are you just
thing.
running around like an excited kid?
She attuned to her things and is now just pestering Oz. She sees shiny on his incense and keeps trying to touch it.
It burns your talent a little bit.
No, she doesn't touch it. He keeps slapping her away. She's
With
trying.
his hidden
That's his
appendage.
training. He's
Tail.
staying,
It's a
he's
reflex
staying
training.
meditative while
It's a
also
reflex
keeping her
training.
away from the.
Jeez. So, everyone's ready to go. Gideon, apart from, is there anything to do? I mean, you are who you are, and you don't really need to try.
Takes a shot.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Flashy.
Immediate greaser.
That's right.
He's looking in the mirror.
That's right.
Stabby.
Gotta get the accent out. Just straight up like Boston. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
Takes up a little bit of hair in the front. Curly cues it.
Shiny.
Against the greased lightning.
So, you guys pass the second fissure.
Wait. No?
So, you guys pass the second fissure. You are within 5 miles of the location. Ozzy does a bunch of technical nonsense, and the train immediately becomes so quiet. So unbelievably quiet. If you didn't actually, be on the train, you would not hear it kind of quiet. You don't know what he did, but you realize that there's a couple, lines of basically electrical cording that transfers the elemental powers across the train to turn on and off the power and lighting and other enchantments so that you can see in the Underdark. Immediately that turns off. Who does not have dark vision?
That's a good question.
I do not have dark vision.
So you're blind.
I
Dark vision.
don't know how to see that. I don't think.
should
Should be
be
down
under
underneath your
speech.
passive perception, bottom left.
Oh yeah, no, I'm blind.
You're blind.
Also blind.
You're blind.
Oh my god.
So
60 feet.
I have 90 feet.
90 feet, 60 feet. I don't think Lizard Boy has it.
I don't think so
The
either.
lizard doesn't have dark vision?
I thought they did.
It's kind of
I
weird.
don't think so. No, they don't.
If I may.
Well, they did, but I don't see it on my sheet.
Yeah, I don't believe they do.
I could have sworn they did.
Nope. They do not. It would be under senses.
I think you're thinking of dragon.
Dragonborn
they
don't
do.
have dark vision
I
either.
guess everybody has to follow me.
We were gonna do that anyway.
Perfidious.
Dark. Scared. Dark.
Outside! And he turns on the smidges of light so that it turns into almost like an emergency plane view. So it's like you see just enough inside the cabin. And
So red lights.
Better.
not red lights, just dim white lights.
Okay.
Dim white lights. Alright, time to get off here. I'll see you when I eventually get there. Good luck. I can give you a couple torchlight if you want that, but anything bright in the Underdark usually gets found pretty quickly.
Yep.
Scared.
Thanks, Mr. Heavy Hand.
Yeah, you,
Thunk.
Think.
Yeah. A couple of
Anytime.
torches would probably be helpful.
Couple
Torches would probably be helpful.
Yeah, and he brings out a couple of L-shaped, very thick, rotating hand crank lights. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Awesome.
So the purposes of this common item, as long as you're hand cranking, you have torchlight.
Just only while it's cranking?
While cranking, no battery.
It doesn't charge up
Nope.
to a certain extent, and then it drains down. You have to redo it.
Actually, for the purposes, I like that. Yeah, it you turn it, you keep turning it. It lasts for one full turn, but if you don't crank it again, so it dies on the end of your next turn.
Speed. That's what I got.
6 seconds, basically.
Yeah.
If you really get it going, it'll last for about 6 seconds.
I have a hooded lantern. I have a hooded lantern, which
Oh, that's more expensive.
Yeah.
These are more like, not.
I mean, I guess I normally use it for signaling, but you can
It's a good
kind of
thing.
open and shut it a little bit. Though I don't know if we want to use it
Right.
for long.
It's one of those things of like, remember, in the Underdark, unless there's a light source from fluorescent mushrooms, glowing crystals, or other things, because there's other things, but that's the majority of it. If it's dark, and right now it's dark, you're going to get spotted immediately, like miles away, if you put on some sort of light.
Chain?
Rope.
Rope, yeah.
Or everybody can just put a hand and just follow.
Oh yeah,
until
with
we-
all of us being so
You watch
similar
Echo
in
just put her
height.
hand where she everyone starts measuring. Like Echo's actively comparing with that
The
whole hand,
tallest of
like
us
hand on
can't-
shoulder.
Well, I mean, I guess like
just
somebody
actively
could grab his
comparing
tail,
everyone.
but I don't want to assume.
You're on my shoulders.
You try to put it on top of my head.
I
and
mean,
my ears go,
You just pick Echo up and put her on your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, at least until we get to a point where there are crystals or mushrooms that you guys can pick up to use for light that won't get you spotted, that looks natural.
Anything of light, like light source, if you're in a darkness and there's a light source in the distance, it's same thing. You're going to get spotted.
So it's so dark we don't even see like mushrooms
So
or
that's the next
crystals or
thing to get
anything
is
anywhere.
perception.
for us to see in the dark.
Naturally.
Natural 20,
all right.
Damn.
that is what you
Perception's
need.
+2.
It is 5 miles away of tunnel. And it's not straight tunnel, right? It curves and stuff like that. With a natural 20 perception check, looking down the tunnel, in the fissure that you just passed, there's a little bit of light. But that's not your destination. You look down the tunnel and you sniff. You smell fire.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, it's fire that has traveled for 5 miles. So it's been burning for long enough for the scent of smoke and debris to lift up and get over here.
Well, that's not a good sign.
And you see the dullest of
What do you mean
orange
it's a
yellow
good-
light
What's not a good sign?
that has bounced off the walls several times over. So, apart from a natural 20, you would not have seen this. You, out of some sort of magical gnomishness, I'll just leave it at that. You see, like, the light has bounced off several times.
What's
Like,
not what do you
Like
say
the
with your
light
illusions?
source, since it's a curving tunnel, it bounced
rocks.
off the surface of the rock, and you're getting it like after like it is reflected several dozens of times.
So I'm
it's
seeing
so thin.
Some flickering firelight. from
Yeah,
way
like really.
Yeah.
Reflection of a reflection of a lower.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Oh well.
What's not good? What's
There's
not
there's a fire down there, and it's so faint, and I can see just the barest flicker of light. But it's like it's bounced a bunch through the tunnels. So we're
Is that the direction
probably
we're going?
going into something interesting.
good?
Interesting.
It means that perhaps there's somebody cooking something.
Yes, I'm
Hungry?
sure. Cooking. Like victims. Cooking victims.
Oh,
As a side note, can't we just follow the rail by like grabbing the rail?
The rail is currently on the floor.
Are we just
But
going to walk
yes.
on the rail?
Yeah.
Like if we can't see in the dark, we can kind of just kick our way along the rail a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless it's electrified.
can
We have to do it. Are we going to do it in front of the train that's coming up behind us?
We're moving faster than the train.
We're going to move faster than the train, right?
On a mechanical level, I have to say all blind creatures will move at half movement.
So the train will beat us there. At this rate.
We're better off just staying on the train.
Unless we can do some light, because I can't see a fucking thing.
If there is a light source at the location that you're going to, it might be just viable to use a torchlight.
Fair enough.
Because now you're a light source and another
Wait a
light source,
moment.
and it's like
my staff doesn't give off any light.
no, but you can see the blue electrical lines.
Echo's just gonna start cranking
Well-
up. She's sitting on Ozzy's
Well, that's
shoulders right now.
adorable.
Yeah, no, I'm
A bird-
on
a bird
Oz's shoulder
person-
right now, cranking. I am the headlight for Oz
Yeah.
right now.
And it is not steady. It is looking everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, every little bit of reflection, instant, and then you.
She's looking at reflections of things that she's lighting up. She's like, wait, light.
So that just adds a level of only a monk would not eat ass in this kind of situation.
Like I've dealt with this.
Steady.
And the force of the being.
Steady.
I mean, difficult terrain would also be darkness, no?
Yeah.
So then nobody should be.
I think blindness is separate from terrain.
Yeah, blindness is separate to terrain effects.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that terrain effect would be the darkness.
This
It's
is
not magic.
You
Even
can't adapt
blindness,
to
no?
a terrain you can't see, though.
I can't move quickly in something I can't see. I have to.
so blindness is a condition.
Right.
It's a D&D condition kind of situation. And it's more guiding people that cannot see where their feet are falling. That, I believe, is different than actually having, like,
Fair.
difficult terrain from, like, slick roads or sloppy conditions of, like, broken, like, platforms kind of thing. Versus they physically cannot see where they're going.
Okay.
Okay, so if we know there's a fire up ahead, do we just want to risk it, get back on the train and go full steam ahead?
I think we might be overcomplicating it.
Or you just want to walk?
Oh, we're
No,
totally
I just mean,
overcomplicating
I mean,
things.
just riding the train over.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Might
I
as
was
well.
agreeing with you. If it's already a scene over there,
If you say there's a fire, I'm not going to go full kill because I don't. The
We
rail system
I
might be
think you're
destroyed.
right. I think we're in probably more danger of just going through in the darkness without seeing a thing.
Yeah, I didn't.
And this could be because I can't see a fucking thing, but I think we should probably stay on the
Blind
train.
baby.
Neil
Yeah.
is just like, oh, I forgot.
Blind
you
baby.
can't see in the dark.
Yeah.
A lot
can't
of
see in the
people
dark
actually
vision.
forget that, especially nowadays with elemental energies that would produce light on demand. It's a thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, guys. All right, I guess we're going back on the train then.
You just hop like off
All
the
right.
train. You're like,
So
what do you mean? You can't see
he
it.
turns on. So he's not going to go in stealthily. Do you want him to go in stealthily or just drive up?
And go in hot.
Okay, he's not going to go full kill kind of situation because he doesn't know, like, okay, since there were fire. First of all, his first concern, are the train tracks still operable? That's the question.
Coming in kind of warm.
Yeah. So he's going in cautiously,
Room
just not
temperature.
Room
quite.
temp.
Lukewarm. Tepid.
And maybe just weapons hot.
So as
Not
you guys
quite
get
boiled.
closer and closer, and this is also quicker than walking now because now you're going like 60 feet. 120 feet per turn. So much faster than normal walking speed. And as you guys get closer and closer to, and you indeed see at the end of the tunnel, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And you notice that the tunnel is no longer a tunnel. It actually opens up from a maw of a mouth. And you can see old excavation equipment, old tunneling systems, old giant mechanical arms that are like rotating and stuff like that. That are stationary and no longer working and stuff like that. Just a massive open up area that's clear that they've mined oodles amount of resources here and then transported back through the train rail system that you are currently using forward and back. But you see a fire in the distance because everything else is dark. Apart from you and that fire zone, everything else is dark. And you get closer and you start to smell it because there's lower oxygen down here. This smell of burning debris and oil and then unexploded elemental energy crystals start to hit your nostril and really scrape up the inner throat that make it want you to cough a little bit every now and again because it's sticking to the roof that now the train system has reverted back to the roof system in terms of connecting points. And you can see, using the natural 20, I'm going to say 300 feet away, you see this immediately. There's been a train crash.
Uh-oh.
There is a crashed train that has that looks like to be 8 cabooses long, that has completely decoupled and detached, and caught fire. The reason why it detached is because it looks like a earthquake has happened, and part of the ceiling connecting points for the train system has given away and fell with the train system. And a bunch of debris fell with it at the same time.
Are we on the same track as that?
You are.
Shut the.
So does that mean if we're up front in the cabin?
Yeah, you can go up to the front, because I'm assuming, that would be the best way to look and stuff like that, because
So
that's
can I
close there.
help Ozzy throw?
What do you
the
say? And both of you are like, remember, big, tall structure, so you have to get a full like step stool in order to go to like the window in order to see out and stuff like that. And he's only got one step stool. He's currently pulling levers, throwing in crystals,
Yeah, but he's
cranking full time
Like
in
he
his whole
saw
body.
it, right? So all he has to do, he already saw it, so he just needs to run in there and.
You can tell Ozzy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
And I'm try and maybe athletics up and help
Oh,
pull
yeah,
the brake lever.
So you with a natural 20, going to roll a athletics to see you can help him.
7, 8.
Yeah, you're trying to help. So
If you want to call for help, that would be
It'd
good.
be better if I
So-
had acrobatics, but
yeah, well, no, roll acrobatics.
so that would be 8, 7 plus 5, 12.
12. Okay, you did not give him disadvantage. So he retains his natural 20 in stopping the train, and the train stops, makes a huge in terms of like a scratching of like brakes on the system as it echoes into the chamber and stuff like that. Just normal train sounds when they're slowing down and stuff like that. And it slows down over a period of several hundred feet, just like any normal train would. It's not a like immediate stop.
I
And
invested some mag brakes for this thing.
yep, and you pull up onto pretty much perfect stopping location as you are within 50 feet of this decoupled train system. And you can see the fire boiling up, and you can see right off the bat. Actually, everyone going to roll a perception check since you rolled up onto this.
I have a natural 20.
10.
Jesus.
Good lord.
Yay.
In that case, roll an Arcana check right off the bat. I'm not going to say why. Just
I got a 10.
You got a 10.
Wow.
Modified 20.
Why are we stopping?
16.
16,
Why did we
okay.
stop?
Just roll crit
So
one.
natural
Are
20.
we there?
16. Yes.
16.
10.
10.
Are we there?
Oh, okay.
1.
Modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay, you two see right off the bat that there are bodies just strewn across the location. With a 20 DC and up, you notice that several of the bodies, they're undead. You notice that their bodies have been broken. They've lost a lot of blood. Rib cages are open, or part of their bodies are just completely missing.
Did you say undead or dead?
Undead. As they begin to move a little bit with this coming sound. With a natural 20, two things you notice right off the bat. One, this is most definitely the train of the Mr. Archives, because it has several symbols across the train, even though it's burning and stuff like that, so it's harder to see. Two, the earthquake that decoupled this is localized. Only one place on the ceiling that happened. And you see, with a Arcana of 16, you see magical traces of several earth tremor spells go off at once. This train was attacked. And with a natural 20 perception, you see several crates that were in the train, loaded into the train, that have fallen and collapsed and strewn about. There are several undead that are inside that roll out of the crates, indicating that the crates were already loaded with undead presence inside the train, indicating that there was a forethought of, we're going to make a train crash and make it look like undead got the rest.
Okay.
And with a natural 20, you see one dragonborn body, not moving, under debris, with several bodies laid on him. Tactically. Tactically laid on him.
Interesting.
Not
Okay.
moving. But you immediately get a bead of just kind of like Sherlock Holmes, like your elven eyes are trained. Half elven, I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's like you are trained to look for this kind of stuff. This is your favorite train. Did you roll with advantage, by the way, because it's
That's
Underdark?
I did not.
Well, you got a natural 20, but
Yeah.
roll with another natural 20. If you get a natural 20, I'll get you another thing right off the bat.
So this is an 8.
Okay.
What are we looking for? An 8 under what?
No, I was saying if you got 2 natural 20s with advantage.
You know, it'd be a 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah, exactly. I would have done something amazing if you like. Anyway, but yeah, you spot all that. You notice that not all the crates are open, so there's potential of new undead, but the fires are also burning the crates that they're inside.
Okay.
So the fire is spreading. You see a dragonborn individual wearing chief of security robes with bodies laid on it, with its lower body definitely injured. The dragonborn's body is definitely injured under debris.
Okay. So
With the sound of the train breaking, a lot of the undead started moving and started looking towards your direction.
right, undead look alive. But I think if I have, so the train is stopped.
Wait.
You're about 100 feet. I'm going to say you're about 100. So, train boost and stuff like that. No, I'm going to say you're about 300 feet from the actual location. Because I forget how big trains are. So when I said 300 feet, that wasn't.
Can I see any of this?
You can see the fire and
I
everything.
can see the fire.
You see several moving bodies.
Yeah, that's why I just said
Do you need
undead.
this?
Undead?
Undead.
Uh-oh.
Is there
Danger.
any way that anyone can open a window? Because I can help take care of this. This
can
is
open
what
the
I'm
window,
designed
so
for.
For what? Exactly.
I can shoot from a distance anything you might need.
Oh, I can too, but go ahead. So we should slide open the door, probably.
Yeah.
Do we just want to stand there and shoot?
I really-
And as long as the train has come to a stop,
Why
so
go
I'm
in
not
danger?
moving.
The train is at a full stop and you're not moving. Let's get the battle map on the board. real
Oh.
quick. So, David, if you could go get the battle map
going
from the
in.
board and bring it inside.
What's the
I'm looking forward to that dread ambush for first turn with the radiant damage.
Sold my book real quick.
Radiant damage on the undead. Actually, the undead are my favorite enemy. Yes.
What's the range on your weapon though? If we're 300 feet away, what's your range?
450. 150. 450.
450 is long distance at disadvantage. Is that how that works?
Yes.
But then
Unless you have
I also
sharpshooter feats and stuff.
I have a scope that lets me do it. Doubles my weapon's normal range with the Iron Wind scope.
Yes. So it doesn't like
So
remove the long
you
range
actually
ability. It
can-
just doubles.
I can start picking people off, and that's
You actually can shoot that far. The rest of
Okay.
them are kind of
looking
SOL.
forward to taking them.
So let's put on a couple. Not all of them, just a couple.
But definitely gonna send the stoat to go hide.
Yes.
This is not a
Now,
place for.
due to the
little
unique
stoats.
situation of you being on a train and stuff like that, I do not have the front part of the train. So I'm going to say that you are, and plus the train engine area is not the best place for explosive and firearms to be going off, with all due respects. So he's not going to let you start shooting at the front of the train. So there's the storage room / cannon zone, if you want, which is the one behind it, and then the personalized bar zone for the one directly behind it if you want to start shooting from the caverns.
Yeah, I think that's where we are, anyways, right?
Okay, yeah, shooting with the bar stuff. Okay. Makes sense. I apologize, I need to get inside. Hey, how you doing? So, let's go skeleton, Zom, Skilly, Zom,
The beefy skilly.
Zom, he's been lifting.
He's been drinking his milk.
Skelly, yeah, there we go, better. That's a better answer. Zom. And those are the ones that are currently out at the moment that you see. But you know there's, with a natural 20 perception, you know there's more. Right, so let's get you on the board. Let's say that you're over here, 300 feet away, because let's say...
Where's the Dragonborn hiding? Where's he at?
Where's the dragon board?
Because I have an idea.
Whoop.
So is it front of the train 300 feet, or is like the bar car 300 feet away from where we're going?
And this is the track where we would be. So we're on this side
Yes.
of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's prone over there. He has debris on him. You don't have to put debris actually. And he has a body that is on top of him. He's not moving, but I mean, is you have undead, like undead.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of your favorite enemies undead?
Yep. It is. Yep. It is.
Okay, go on and roll a survival real quick before everyone starts shooting / roll on initiative and stuff like that.
Which one would that be? Oh, it's this one. That's a 1.
Do you roll with advantage because it's your favorite enemy?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Thank God. 10, 16, 18.
18's a lot better than a natural 1.
Yes, it
So,
is.
right off the bat, no one undead. These are basic level undead. Zombies, skeletons, and you don't see anything yet. However, you know right off the bat they're drawn off of movement. They're not smart, intelligent undead, which is good because you can have them horde in a single direction. However, if you start shooting, it's going to rile these ones up, and most likely ones that are not seen present right now. With the natural 20 perception, the ones that are near the fire or closest to the fire, you can see that have robes of the Mistral Archive security personnel. However, there are several other zombies that are clearly been atrophied a lot more in terms of like they've rotted a lot more, especially the skeletons. And you notice a couple of the skeletons are armed with long-ranged capabilities.
Okay. Do we need to roll initiative to find out who's going when?
So go on and roll initiative. Place yourself on the board over here. With the train system, let me map this
We'll
out.
be able to put that somewhere else so that we can actually see it on screen.
Someone needs to handle that. I cannot.
18.
Yep. Can we move that?
I don't know what the screen is.
Just grab that and put it on here.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to move the plate that I tried to put in the middle.
Here we go.
Not one.
Hold on to your initiative, guys.
Oh, we're rolling
We'll
it.
drop this down here. There we go. So if we can
You're gonna have to do.
combat cam closely here, and then we can put that right there. We can see what our train position looks like.
Let me recenter this spin. Head center.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Go.
Thank you.
Now when it spins, it should spin relatively central.
Initiative time. Did everyone roll initiative?
Yeah.
I have.
David? He is silent, so that is a no.
All right, got it.
All right. 25 to 20.
Oh, sorry.
What's your number?
24.
24.
24.
Who has the higher dex?
20.
19.
Me.
Ah. How do you spell Aussie?
Oz. OZ.
OZ? Just OZ. Sorry about that.
Need chocolate to
Okay. No 20s. Well, I got a couple of 20s. 20 to 15.
15.
18.
18.
You got 15 for me, right?
I'm working it, David. And of course, it's going to lose lead at the last second. Ah, there we go. We're good. Please be kind. What's up, David?
I'm just pulling up.
Oh, you don't. I forgot you don't have your miniature yet.
Yep. It'll be showing up very soon.
Spell your name again, Marjorie.
Morgan.
Morgan. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, and then you had 15, David. What's your dex again?
I think it's 16, but let me double check here.
Spell your name
That's
again.
something so weird.
Gideon, G-I-D-E-O-N.
Makes it
It's like it's pixelated almost.
Yeah.
That hurts my
Really
eye.
bizarre.
Like down at the bottom.
Don't
it's
do
weird.
that. Ah.
Something like that. It's just doing it. It's weird.
makes it look like the TV static.
Yeah. It's like looking at a black light. It's weird. Like black lights just look fuzzy.
Dexterity is 16, yes. All right, so we're in this train.
Yes.
Okay, so we're in
Abby
this-
said that's the best place to shoot in terms of not
it's the-
risking anything problems happen.
It's the bar. I'm on the inside.
And there's no, like, safe range for the cannon, right? Like,
The cannon is...
everything's gonna get fried.
yeah. It has... Okay, let's just put it this way. It's not a single attack. It's a blast template.
Okay.
It's basically a 30-foot blast template.
Do we have a...
It is an ultimatum that I have available to us because I'm not becoming an undead.
Well, we have-
Five
I'm just
miles.
saying, wait, hold on a minute. Like, do we have a thing to show? Like, a
30-foot blast? Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
because I just
Tons
want to
of
see something really fast.
that is the whole battlefield.
You want a 30-foot?
Yep.
Because the combat hasn't really started. It's just that the
30-foot.
zombies have
That's a
started
30-foot.
to
You want-
wake up.
Is it 30-foot diameter or 30-foot radius? What do you want?
Fireball.
That's 30
Sorry.
So, look.
So 30 foot, it's a 20-foot radius.
No,
Sorry.
30-foot radius.
so look,
Fireball.
look.
That's 30-foot diameter.
30-foot diameter.
That's 30
not
foot
20
diameter.
Not 20-foot.
20-foot radius.
So it's 40.
40-foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need a 40-foot. All right, just a second.
So it's bigger than that. That's 30-foot diameter.
Okay. I'm just looking, like, even a little bit bigger than that, we could take out a whole bunch.
There's a 20.
I think that's way overkill for what we're dealing
Here's a
with.
here. No, here you go. Here's
There's
a
a couple
40.
of
Here's a
zombies.
40 foot right there. It's
See,
40.
because he's over here. But if we light this up right here, like, you could literally take out this whole group of them.
It's just a couple of zombies, though. I think that's overkill.
Mm-hmm.
If we need to, we have it.
Overkill is still key.
There's this thing is overkill. Only open fire and open.
Where's my?
Oops, Josh, sorry.
Ozzy's all for it. He's at the he's in the area with you. Now he's not going to be shooting with you, and he's waiting to see if you want him to use the he calls the ultimatum.
I mean,
This is way out of my range,
if
so
we,
I'll help you load it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like if we if we have him do that one now,
Less later.
that gives Bridget a chance to help him reload. We could get a second shot if we need it.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
that could also
spider
hit
so
some of
you
the
roll around, won't it?
any of the crates. I don't know where the crates are, but if there's any crates in that radius, we can.
Yeah, you can. Now, David disappeared. 15 to 10.
10.
I believe I got everyone.
Just has less things to fight.
Yeah.
Me at that one.
Yeah, there's a bummer.
Oh, sorry. Raphinius, not 1.
That one.
So with a -5 to it, what does that turn into?
-2.
-2? What's your dex?
It might only be -1. My character, I have an old character sheet. My stats look different. My dex should be 18, but it's 17 on this sheet. So it'd still be a -1.
Alright. Point is, dead last.
Oh yeah.
Minus the dead part.
I had to, I had to disentangle myself from the levers
Yeah.
in the engine room.
Yeah, fireball, 20-foot radius, 40-foot diameter.
Yeah.
What's your cast range?
No, he's not casting. This is the gun.
Well, no, I'm just saying if he's got the ability to, if we can save the gun for something else.
We can do 2
It's
shots.
an artillery piece, so it's meant to fire like within a range, within a mile distance.
That's not what I mean. If
We're
we
within
have
400 feet. That's direct fire.
if we have capabilities of dealing with it without resorting to the giant firearm.
I don't know. It's
Also,
nice
it's
and loud and
yeah,
makes
very
me happy
loud.
when I fire it.
Well,
I'm worried. There's bigger things to worry about here in Underdark that I don't want to deal with.
Points to ceiling
We're
unstable.
only going.
Oh, that too.
We only came for him. So I don't know that we need to be worried about other things in the Underdark right now, right?
Can zombies see in the dark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
Right. So
I don't
There's also a lot of
know. Shoot it.
because my thought is right, if we just
Perform
wipe out
rocket.
this whole corner right here,
Just
we can
anywhere?
get this
Yeah.
little corner group.
This is only what we can see, though.
And the point is, we don't know what's out there.
Yeah, in the darkness.
And
Well, she's gonna help reload. He's got multiple.
Well, he's got 3, and we don't
I'm
want.
not worried about the reload. I'm worried about the things that aren't here.
No, I'm just thinking about the boxes that still have other undead in them that haven't come out yet.
We can have some undead.
Kobolds hurt.
All right.
Kobolds are all over the place down here. I'm not worried about those. There's much bigger things down here.
Can you put me on?
Oh yeah, I need to be on the
You have
train
a
as well.
face
'cause
hugger?
we are all on the train.
Huh? No, that's Jeff.
For a second, I thought you had a face hugger.
I should put Jeff on the
Might be
board.
Jeff.
A little bit
Jeff might be
more.
a facehugger.
Oh, okay.
Jeff.
We're all still on the train because
Yeah, you're still on the train, still planning and stuff like that. There's a little bit more movement, and as you guys were discussing this, a couple more skeletons came out looking around to start looking up and stuff like that. Everyone make another perception check real quick.
14.
8.
8,
10.
14.
19.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Those that got higher than a 20, you see a reflection. You actually see on the roof of your car, there's like a reflection of a light that is doing this. And you notice that a mirror is reflecting firelight so that it's focal and making a little bit like a bead of light and is moving back and forth just slightly enough that it's coming from the dragon.
Okay. So he's still
So
alive.
Claire, yeah, he's still alive. And remember when I said tactical placement of a body over him?
Oh.
Mhm.
With your knowledge of undead, he's playing dead, and he's been here for many hours playing dead. Because your train has been loud enough that even he heard it, but he can't exactly get up because you also see that his lower torso is covered in debris.
He's also surrounded by undead.
Yeah.
I can't
And
believe
I would
that.
know
if he's mobile, if he's immobile, yeah.
Dragonborn is here, right?
You know, also notice with a natural 20 perception from the zombies, you still notice a couple like zombie folk go and look towards the moving hand of the dragon.
Problem.
Yeah.
We're on initiative. Oz.
How far away are we from the ground?
You are. Ooh, that's a good question. I didn't think about that because it's connected to the ceiling. I'm going to say 40 feet.
40 feet?
Yeah, from the floor's train to the ground. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's definitely uneven terrain on the floor.
But because there's fire everywhere, we can see.
How far am I away from him?
You are 300 feet
300 feet total.
total
Okay, so I need to calculate that out.
from
so,
the front of the carriage, and I'm going to say the front of the carriage is over here.
so I can
So
do...
that so that the bar is so go ahead and swap turn the train around, please, because this is facing the debris, so that you don't have to climb over the bar to fire. There you go.
We're sort of going to say that this is the front.
Yeah. So this is the front over here. This is the area that is the optimal shooting range to shoot into this area, because you're in this line here, just 300 feet. So that means this is the firing arc for this side. This side of the caboose would be over here in terms of line of sight. Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm just adding this.
Oh, you're doing the fog.
Yep. Getting us fogged.
Yep.
That, I kid you not, I rolled a stealth check for the Dragonborn, for the chief of security, and then I rolled a perception check from the nearby zombies, and the zombies just rolled a natural 20. I'm just like, well, shit. Because it's a good plan to okay, let's open fire, right?
Okay.
None of us have fire, except for her. None of our firearms shoot that far.
I'm gonna do dope monk shit.
So dope monk shit.
Also known as anime.
Yeah. I'm
Do
going.
you have slow fall at this point?
I don't think so. It's only 40 feet. It's not that far.
No.
I can
You
make that.
can
I can
definitely
make
do
that
acrobatics athletics check to reduce the fall if you so desire.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
So that is going to be not 20.
Yeah.
I said dope monk shit.
Yeah, you did say dope monk shit. So describe to me as you open up the door and look over to basically the step down area that would normally connect to a bridge so that you can get off of the train, and you just see a 40-foot sheer drop to uneven rocky terrain. Filled with glowing crystals, fungi, and other like oddities, and still water. Just stagnant water.
Don't die.
I step a few steps back and jump out the door. Literally just jump, flip, jump off of rocks, slide my way down, and hit, roll, continue running.
So instead of 46, you're going to take, with a natural 20, normally you would only take half, but I'm going to give you 1/4 of the damage.
Okay.
Unless you have slow fall.
I do not.
Okay.
Not that I know of anyways.
But with a natural 20, you might be developing it real quick. 10, 14 to 1/4 of 14. So half of 14 is 7.
7.
And then half of 7 is 3. Because round down.
There goes your 3 temp hit points.
And there goes your 3 temp hit points.
Ow. Yeah.
Well, no, it's more like just like, you feel good.
Yep, just
Just a little jar at the end and you're good.
Now, you are in dark area, but there's a light area, so
That's where I'm running.
Yeah, that's where you're running. And you start... So
that's my one full movement. I'm going to take that dash action.
dash action.
Okay, that's another 40. I'm now going to spend a key point for Step of the Wind.
That's another 40.
Another 40.
I'm going to say with the natural 20 acrobatics athletics checks, that's 40, 40, 40. Just for because you did some dope monk shit as you started moving,
Favorite
stuff like
terrain
that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
How close does he have to be favorite
You're
terrain?
affected. So you don't have to suffer from difficult
Wow.
terrain. Everyone in the party does not suffer difficult terrain.
Cool.
Because she told you basically, okay, this is how you move through the terrain. You can full, like, camp ranger. Like, remember, kids, when you find yourself...
Don't step on this mushroom.
This one is poison. It'll melt your face.
Not
This
in a
one may
fun
or
way
may not
either.
explode. This one controls your mind.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, kids. Undead suck.
Yeah.
Remember, kids,
Okay,
red
so
is
that
dead.
is-
Orange doesn't rhyme with anything, so don't step on it.
Yeah.
That's 120 feet.
That's 120 feet. That is fast moving.
Okay, where are you? Is this you?
Oh yeah, I'm off of there. I am.
Go to make a
literally
perception
about
check
to-
since you're the first person on the floor.
Where do you want to be?
I'm not on the battlefield just yet, so
Which direction?
I'm assuming I'm over
Go
here.
that way.
Oh, you're all the way over there?
Yeah, because I had to run to it.
Oh, I figured you would just go this way because he's right here.
Well, this isn't us. We're 300 feet away.
You guys are way over here.
Yeah. No.
This is just on the board to show on the camera.
This is the train line. So you would be over here.
So I'm down and running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
okay.
was correct.
My bad.
Yeah. So you're not on the board yet, but you're getting there.
What am I rolling?
Perception check.
Perception?
Yeah, because you're the first one on the floor.
Get the just the fan.
Bridget, you're on deck.
Your left-handed smoke shifter.
Fan is not helping.
Sorry, one more time.
Perception check.
Perception. Okay. 11.
11. Okay. It's dark out here.
It's dark.
You're locked on target. Bridget, it is your turn.
From floor here to ceiling, what is it?
The ceiling, it's a 80-foot gap between ceiling to floor. The train, it has about a 40-foot hang period, which is about right. Actually, it's about a 30-foot, so it's about 7 feet.
How wide are the rails?
The rails, definitely 10 feet, if not, like, it's an odd number.
Oh, sorry, individual rail.
Like
Individual rail
Oh.
for walking purposes.
For walking purposes, it's physically attached to the ceiling. The rails are physically attached to the ceiling.
Are they wide enough for a small bunny to walk on?
Upside down? You can walk upside down on the ceiling. The rails are physically attached to the ceiling, so it's a physical object. So you can walk next to the ceiling.
How wide are the walls? Or how close is the wall from here?
Rephrase the question?
How close is like the wall of the tunnel to here?
The wall of the tunnel?
If the ceiling is 80
So
feet.
it's a very wide
Very
area.
wide, okay.
So it's multiple miles wide because it's been mined out. The ceiling itself is not very tall in terms of how wide it is.
Literally.
Yeah. So there is no walls in any of this map because it just continues on.
Got it. Okay.
This is just the area of focus in terms of the fire, the crash, and the location of the
Just flies.
Okay.
I can't fly.
Oh.
I am going to run along the railing.
Yeah. Going to make a quick acrobatic check.
I have boots of spider web.
Yes, you do. However, make a quick acrobatic athletic check. I know you can do it, but there's no connecting part. Actually, no. Yeah, there is.
It's going to be dirty 20.
Dirty 20, easy enough, no movement loss whatsoever. As you use your natural bunny bouncing capabilities, and where do you leave the exit train? The caboose. Where do you leave? Out the window, out the door. There, you notice that there's like a port ceiling. I don't have the roof made yet because I didn't have enough time to cut in detail every single piece that we needed. But there's also a roof part that has like several exit ports on the ceiling.
I do a little bounce and hop and flip, and my boots of spider plane latch on with their little crab steampunk arms, and
They're like tiny little holes.
little holes in the ceiling now, and I open the port and flip right out.
And then you jumped again to get to the ceiling, and you're just walking upside down as if it's a weird like visual camera thing where to you you're walking like this, where it's like a normal train tracks and you're walking next to the train tracks, more running, but at the same time. But everyone else sees you upside down running on the ceiling of the train tracks.
And I go 100 feet.
100 feet.
Wow.
100 feet.
Spurs give me 10, and she gave me long strider.
Shit, you're right.
I'm a fast bunny.
Just on the ceiling.
Or did he count his long strider, the monk?
Should have.
I mean, because he's moving 40. That's his base move speed.
Where's the most space?
40.
Nathan, did you add plus 10 movement for Longstrider?
I did not.
So
It should be 150.
so is it?
So additional 30. So that's 150
It's
movement.
halfway there.
That's
Yep.
an extra 20, right? Because it's 10 for long strider, or did I miss?
It's 10 for Longstrider.
All right, because he does 3 actions to run.
Yeah,
So it's
he used the key point bonus action.
Yeah, you get to move yourself.
Yeah. So 150. You're halfway there already.
I'll be there next turn.
Yeah.
cool monk shit.
Cool monk chick.
I said dope monk shit.
No one has made definitive loud noise. However, more undead show up on the field.
Shit.
Of just and put them on the perimeter, like yeah. It's more skeletons,
I'm gonna put one here.
and it's not exactly their turn, but since it's a hit initiative 20, things happen.
Starting to work the way in.
Yeah, they're starting to work their way in because they heard a drastic amount of noise.
Is that an undead dog?
It is. He's a yeah.
He's a good boy.
It's barking.
So it is now the skeleton's turn.
Bones.
So every skeleton on the field, going to move them. Did they notice? The zombies noticed. Skeletons are just going, and they're looking towards the train that is on the ceiling, and they're kind of just migrating. So going to move the skeletons that are like over here, like closer this direction, and leave the
yeah,
ones that
they're
are
going
on the
towards me.
field. Yeah, so like they're stopping about here.
Because remember, this is at like here.
Yeah. So 30 feet and
both
then
of
30
these
feet again for
They're gonna start
action
moving this
dash.
way towards me.
So again, Togetherwerole.
Oh, okay. Can I get a 40-foot template? Actually, or 40 to 50 line templates?
No, it's
A
Togetherwerole.
line.
This
The line
is Togetherwerole.
templates.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a 90.
There's a
Just
skeleton.
these ones over here.
There's your
There you
90.
go, thank you.
Move all of them until they get about here, because we're not going to move them off the board.
There should
Kind
be
of
line
situation.
templates there somewhere.
But they just shimmy
Thank you.
over to this location over here.
Dump those down.
There's one on the outside there too.
Yeah, there's bones and this
Make my
cobalt
life
skeleton.
easier.
Yep.
Take this page out.
Oh, here's the.
Right now, good news is you don't see any
And then
like
here's the skeleton.
major undead.
I meant to put that guy on the
Remember you put it back in.
Morgan,
Or
you're
close it.
undead.
I still need to organize it.
You're
all.
next. So.
I know if it's
Morgan,
Yes.
go for it. You notice a couple of skeletons are like, you know, specifically, you don't have to roll for this one because you rolled so well the other times. You notice that a couple of skeletons are like preparing to attack if anything gets close, because a lot the ones that I was shimmering forward, they all have like jagged like bone arms, broken pieces of metal blades, blunted objects, or just already just grab anything that comes near.
So the ones that I'm closest to are like these guys here, because we're like over here, right? Where I'm just trying to figure out where my what I have line of sight on.
So you're over here,
Pretty much everything.
300 feet away, and this is the front line basically of
And about 40 feet off the ground too.
Yeah.
Like looking at
You see a semi-glowing monk.
So you're technically
Running.
50 feet because you're standing on the 40-foot line. So
Okay.
so you're like 45 feet up.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to. I have 3 actions because of Dread Ambusher, so I'm going to start taking some out.
So what is Dread Ambusher specifically?
So, start of the first turn of combat, your movement increases by 10 feet. So for me, that would be 50.
Mm-hmm.
Attack action on that turn, make 1 additional weapon attack as part of the same action, an extra 1d8 damage on a hit.
Nice.
Plus I have her radiant damage, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
extra damage.
You can feel like the crackling of radiant, the druidic energies building up in your rifle.
Just 2.
Your rifle that you traded, a vicious rifle that you traded for your traditional wooden bow, wooden elven bow.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. Alright. So, let's see.
Now, since it's your favorite creature type, did you choose any ranger class options to do damage when you hit them?
It didn't give me that.
Favorite option or
Favorite
attack?
enemy, I have.
I don't think you chose it. That's okay for now. We will just run with what you got now. But if you want to swap it out for the optional class feature to replace what you have in like certain specific field, we'll go through it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't choose it, then when you hit, it's just you hit normally.
Right. And I'm also, because I have Umbral Sight, I'm also visible to anything that uses dark vision to see.
They don't really. They see the train cart, but they don't see you.
Yeah. Like, as far as they're concerned, I don't exist.
Yeah.
So I think what I might do,
Actually, the train cart's light are on. You look to Ozzy. Ozzy's like, "Do you want me to turn out the lights?"
Yeah.
All right.
hit it.
He quite literally takes his hand and
He can
puts it
see
into
out.
the
They
power
can't
box,
see it.
destroying it.
Well, I didn't mean that. I just meant turn it off, but okay.
Yeah, it's fine. And the
Whatever,
whole
it's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
the train cart's lights go off.
Okay. So I am going to.
Shit. Now I can't see shit.
No, you can't.
can see
You
the
can
target.
see.
You
You can see
them.
them. They
You can
can't
see
see
them.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see them.
Well, they can see us, but it's just easier.
All this
It's easier for us to see
I
them.
can see because
Yeah.
of all the radiant fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for this guy first.
Okay.
So do I have an extra? Plus 2 bonus to attack rolls. Awesome.
Yeah.
Your favorite sheet was.
That's a 1, so I missed that one. Awesome.
You have advantage because technically
right.
you're invisible.
That's right. God. 7
And that's also a
Looking at
favorite
plus
enemy,
6.
right?
That's different.
plus 6 with the
Depending on the ranger optional
Well, I
class
mean, look at
features.
your firearm rifle. You're plus 6 to hit.
Yep. +2 on my ranged weapon, so that's 16.
16, final answer.
Nope. Just making sure.
15. If it's 6 plus 2.
Hold on. Wait.
I don't know if that +2 is included in this because that should just be +6.
So Dex plus
Well,
proficiency.
Dex plus
it's
proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency.
Oh, it is
plus
plus
2
it is
for
plus
archers,
8.
So what?
Yeah, +8 because the
Plus
So
so
it's 15.
Rangers
15.
have the
Yeah.
have a specific feature called a weapon
Right,
class,
+8 right
have
here.
weapon training, and so
Or
she
fighting
chose
style.
she
Fine.
chose archery, but in this case it would be rifleman.
Yep.
It gets +2 to ranged weapons.
So it's 15.
So 15, you hit.
Sweet.
Great.
Roll the 1 damage for this one. You might just kill it outright.
What is that? A D8, right?
Yes.
No, 10.
Grab your
D10 for the rifle.
D10.
And then what's the radiant damage? D8.
Trying to find my 10.
What's the radiant damage?
Oh, her weapon just turns to radiant.
Oh, it just turns
Whatever
off.
her
Yeah,
damage
that's
does, radiant. Whenever that creature hits with a weapon attack, the attack deals radiant damage instead of that weapon's normal damage type.
So
Is it not D10 plus Dex?
D10 plus Dex.
Yeah.
what do you want me to do?
Remind us again, DM, what...
So D10 plus Dex, so
what,
5 plus 4.
Initiative rate.
9.
Yeah.
9. Okay, it's still up. Roll your second attack. What's up?
What level, what initiative number are we at?
Why would I tell you that?
I was just curious when I was coming up.
Impatient, baby.
Shut impatient baby.
That's an. Hold on.
Gideon, you're on
18
deck.
plus
Yeah.
You're next.
Damn.
26.
Impatient
26
8.
hits.
26.
Yeah, hits.
And then that one gets the extra D8 damage, right?
There's
Because
just
of
no
the Dread Ambusher.
Doesn't
She only we're only level 3, so she gets an attack, and then she gets her Dread Ambusher attack.
With an extra. That's right. An extra D8.
When do you get the extra attack?
It's the
Four,
Dread Ambusher thing, and then at 5
8.
the
I
regular.
think it's level 4. It's
And
extra
then this is
attack.
the 8, right?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. One of those two.
So 11.
11. Take it off the board.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, I apologize. It's radiant damage. Remove 2 off the board.
Yes, buddy.
They're vulnerable to radiant
Which one do
damage.
you
Not
dislike the
surprising.
best?
This one,
This one?
that one. I don't know.
So
One of them.
you immediately.
Preferably in the direction that I am moving.
Yes.
So as
Well, yeah, because this one's
Give me
over
a
here.
path. I appreciate that.
Give me that. Give me one of them back. Let's get this guy out of here.
ah, good. I
Thank
didn't
you.
die.
I'm back.
Because like
Oh,
I'm carrying,
My unlight
I'm
flash
carrying the
before my
path that
eyes.
he's going, which is this way. This guy we can deal with later.
Yeah. So you fire off 2 booming shots, and describe how you take them out in quick succession, and what are you doing exactly? And how does this radiant bullet? What does the radiant bullet look like as it leaves the barrel?
It looks like a spear of light, basically. Like it shoots and it just
Spear
sprays
of
around,
platinum
basically.
light
Yep. Just pow. I mean, and she just
bodies them.
not even flinching, not even scared, not a tremble in the hand. Just picks it up, levels it, aims, just pow pow, just and just watches him just go. Poof. I'm like,
More exploding in brilliant platinum light.
yeah, like
Because they're
ooh.
skeletons, so they're just bone. So they
Yeah,
get
I mean,
shattered.
as they shatter and barely think I look, I'm like, shiny, shiny,
It's a little Star Warsy a little bit, like because of the laser fire.
Shiny like.
shiny.
Can we say that? Can we say that, or is Mickey going to come in after us?
What?
Yeah.
We cut the parent as long as
Oh,
we're
yeah.
making
Gideon!
All right, I need to know where I am in position to the map.
So
Vaguely
you're
over
like
this
you're over,
direction.
you're up and like. Over
Remember,
here.
you keep rotating it, so
Big
you
rotating.
keep changing where you're at. So,
You're somewhere over there.
yeah.
Use Oz as
So remember,
reference.
this
Well, I
is
just-
the line.
I just
David,
turned
look.
it toward
Oh,
me.
That's the line.
This is the
Where your
line
head is,
of the
basically.
train. I do
Alright,
not
so
have
I'm
any
over
train
here?
cabooses
Like
that I
over
can rip
here-ish.
apart because
Okay.
train pieces are expensive. Please understand that.
All right.
No, it's fine. Like we just keep
Understand.
moving it so we can see where our line
Exactly.
of sight is.
So this is the destroyed train line. That means you're over here now. Remember, this is the line.
You're 300 feet
Yeah.
behind the map.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm 300 feet away.
Yes.
300 feet away.
Would you like me to clarify something?
Fudge.
Start running.
That's why I just started running.
I also was like, I'm too far away for this.
Yep, I'm just
It's because
running.
of how big trains are and what got
Run,
destroyed.
baby,
I
run.
understand why.
Yeah.
I just also know that I have a range of about 180 at max.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's like range is awesome, but at the same time, it's like
300 feet away. All right. So where did you fire? Where did you fire?
in the
Morgan?
caboose.
She has
No, I'm in the bar area.
she's a
In the
super
bar.
long
Oh well, so am
I
I.
have a long range
She's a scope.
weapon.
So
She's a sniper.
You're yes. All right. So you're a long range weapon. You're in
Fighting
the bar,
snipers.
and you went up to one of the windows.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically at one right now, so.
All right. So so I'm here, and
I mean, yeah, I mean, but you're basically.
oh,
where
I'm
the
right
green-
here. Oh, okay. You were right here. You're shooting through the windows.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
like, but if we moved that, you'd be over here, where the green things are.
Gotcha. I know, but I wanted to make sure I was near a window.
yeah.
That,
Mhm.
but you're shooting out of a window here that actually is that
Yeah.
direction. Okay, great. So
Or
I'm
is
just.
straight for that.
So can I open up that window?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you just open the window, right?
Yeah, I mean, or it's already open, either way.
All right. So crack it open. Went. Nice shot, my dear. Nice
Thank you.
shot indeed. And I pull up the staff and go, well, shit. Put the staff away. Oh. And all I do is snap my finger. I don't say a word. And out, you see the red on yellow can kill a fellow snake shoot across my arm down to my hand, and a firebolt shoots out. Boom! Does the full 300-foot distance.
Let's count
300 because I use a sorcery
What's the
point.
range of an innate?
240.
240, just an
With
8.
spell sniper, 240.
240
So I
with-
double
okay.
it to get. I double it
Okay.
by adding on my
Let's
sorcery
math it
point.
out here. So, Firebolt has 120 innate, right? Spell Sniper, which turns to 240, and then you're going to use a
Sorcery point
to do spell
to do distance spell.
distance spell, which doubles it again, which
Nice.
turns it into 480 feet.
That is
Like that.
very far.
Do you have fireball?
Firebolt.
Oh, I know, but do you have fireball?
Patience, my dear.
I'm just saying, like, I would
Patience.
use that spell sniper in that distance to smoke everybody over here with a fireball.
Unfortunately, Fireball I think has a range of like 60.
Yeah, it's really short.
Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patience, my dear.
Fire level, the more
Patience.
we are.
Firebolt.
Dang it.
So make your attack.
Yep.
For little spells.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. I have a feeling this is going to hit, but let's see here. Plus to hit, plus 5. So that would be a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll your damage. 1d10.
Is it 1d10?
Yep, just 1d10. But cantrips level, so they get really potent later on.
Woo! Almost a 10, but I rolled an 8 plus whatever my.
Just 8
Oh, just
8 fire
1d10.
damage. So going to add number 1 to the skeleton that you hit.
All right.
Or whatever you hit. I'm assuming it was the
All right.
skeleton.
Yeah, it was one of these 3 here because this is the line of sight here that I'm
Yep.
going down here. So I'm going to shoot. I'm going to hit the farthest one, and we'll go the closer ones closer. So.
Why? I was just back here being scaly.
Ravels.
Yeah.
So this goes what you would think,
Minecraft
just keeps
journey.
going. Just it doesn't move fast either. It just it's like it's almost like it's on a string. Just
Are we gonna get some crushing fly out of Echo?
Just everyone's looking at it. It's like,
is that gonna keep going? It's just keeps going.
It is now the zombies' turn. So
300 feet. and
every non-skeleton spooky guy, since they roll a natural 20, they go.
I don't think 300 feet is covered.
The zombies go, "Hey, I saw his hand moving," but they say it in zombie-nese, so they go, and they start shuffling towards the Dragonborn. So all zombies move 20 feet and then dash another 20 feet. They're slower.
Is this one too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
He's going to go through the fire and catch on fire, so he's a flaming zombie.
Oz, you gotta move fast.
I'm working on it.
Is that
This look, they rolled a natural 20. This is a first.
Echo's
Tell me
not
if
fast.
any of them
Wait.
did not dash.
You have one that did not dash.
I don't think this one's gonna need a dash to go.
He's on fire
He's
though.
gonna be on fire. But
Yeah, but yeah, he doesn't need to go. He doesn't need a dash to go 20, right?
He moves 20 and then dashes for another 20.
I mean,
He'll be
if this is where he's going, I can't see the squares from where I am, but I don't think that's 20 from up here behind the fire to right here.
I will. Well, it is definitely uneven. And see that little wizard toilet over there,
Okay.
the little purple thing.
So we'll just
he's
say he
gonna
dashed
make
then.
an acrobatics check real quick.
Okay.
Does he fall into the wizard toilet?
He falls through and disappears into this weird whirlpool thing and pops up over here. Prone, of course,
And on fire.
and on fire. I broke off again.
Arcane
Do you want to
swirly.
indicate that on fire?
Yeah, on the fire effect. So, if someone could find a fire token and put
Oh,
that
yeah.
over him,
Yep.
Need one of the round tokens over there.
and that one's number 2 that I gave you. Yeah, number
Yes.
2. Zombie. And he's gonna roll at the end of his
I
turn.
think it's
You're supposed to be in charge of it.
He rolls 2, so that's -2. What is their health? What is their health?
It's going to take me
Yeah.
a whole 2 more turns to get away.
Oh yeah, I'm not very.
And he's gonna use a half his movement to get up. So the flaming zombie is gonna use half his movement to get up because he only used his movement so far.
It's underneath there. I don't think
there's on fire condition.
Yeah, there isn't.
Yeah, just put a red token on him to say that he's on fire.
Okay.
So Nathan, if you will, stand him back up as well
Flip it
because
upside down,
he
yeah.
used his movement. He got teleported. He's gonna stand back up, make an intelligence check.
What just happened?
And then he's going to use 10 movement to move closer, directly closer. Because he's a stupid zombie.
Zombies aren't smart.
No, they are not.
You flip it over so it doesn't say hunters, but
Yeah, did you happen to see that?
And the one zombie, so only
I'm way too far away, I guarantee that.
So the one zombie that got close enough to hit him, the chief of security is going to use his held action. Natural 7, that might not hit. No, still hits. And he's gonna roll. It's just a sidearm, so it's a d6 plus his dex. Max damage, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you hear a small little sidearm go off. Pop! As the chief of security is currently trying to take out the zombie that's about to attack him. He's going to attack again because he has multi-attack. Natural 17. Can he bring him down? That was awesome. Get in there. Uh-oh. 1 plus 3. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is not enough. Going to put number 3 on the zombie that was closest to him.
Which one is it? This one?
This guy.
Right here.
And the zombie is going to go down for a attack with advantage because he's prone.
Oh.
Natural 3, but... And a 17. That is going to hit his 20 AC, I believe. Zombies. That's just going to look at him. Oh. No, they have a plus 3. So yep, that's going to hit. So Constitution saving throw. Okay. And then 1d6 damage. Okay. So you can see a zombie is already going and chewing on this Dragonborn's arm, and you can see that the Dragonborn has stuffed something in his mouth so that it's preventing him from screaming. Because he knows noise draws the zombie's attention, and he's under rubble, so he's already taken a lot of damage. Well, they come out to play. Nope, they stay sleepy.
Can I ask a question before
yes.
we move on too far? I'd like to roll perception to see that zombie do that little toilet bowl under.
You're on the ceiling with the direct line of sight. You see it because because you're so above that you get like almost like an eagle view. You will see it, no problem.
toilet bowl.
Nathan.
Yeah, the wizard toilet bowl.
Nathan. You should move yours because you remember you had extra movement with the long shredder that you didn't count.
Metagaming. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't hear it.
He's still 150 away.
He's still 150 feet away. He has a
Oh,
turn
no, I know,
radius.
but I meant like didn't he have extra for where he went because he had the long strider? He didn't.
I got
He's
it.
still
He's
at
he's
total
still- yeah,
moves
he's
at
still-
150 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still off the
Echo,
map.
your turn. Perfinius, you're on deck.
So Echo's gonna take out her little grappling hook that she has, and she's gonna hook it onto something and grapple down.
I was hoping someone was going to use it.
Cause
So you see everyone like
she's not-
jumping off
yeah.
using spider climb, and you just sit all the way down.
Listen, she can't. She has feathers. She can't fly, nor can she glide.
Not yet. That's
Like-
like more proficient druid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nah.
But it's,
Elevator
I believe
music
it's a
going
bonus
down.
action to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, full blown. Just everyone else is doing immediate like awesome shit, and you're just like,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
we can't do that. That's Disney. Mickey's gonna break our legs.
And once she hits the ground,
And
pockets her
Mickey.
stuff again, she's just gonna take off running.
Yep.
She runs.
You can use your action to transform if you chose it. Because bonus action,
You got
action.
cheetah in that
like
binder of yours?
I'm gonna hold off on that.
Okay. So what's your movement?
Actually, wait, hang on. Let me see this real quick. Let me compare movements.
I believe a wolf has. And by the way, long strider transfer over to your transformed abilities.
Okay, then I am going to wild shape
Okay.
into a Deinonychus.
What is a Deinonychus?
Actually,
Spitting lizard.
no,
Yeah.
I have a little mini at
That's a dialogue.
Because I don't know what a Deinonychus is right off the
I
bat.
have.
That is Dino Suchus.
Do you mind holding this for just a moment? Because I've never actually gotten to use this.
I thought it was Dino.
It's a little raptor.
Is it not a Dino too?
Oh!
That's a little bird.
Deinonychus is a medium-sized raptor.
I read it as Dino Suchus.
And you can,
Deinonychus.
and it's a CR whatever creature you can change into, huh?
Yep.
What's awesome.
Bird.
And so that's 40 plus the...
Let me see that. Let me see that.
It's a little mini I got a while ago. But it's the only raptor-like
Oh.
mini I have, and I'm like, here we go.
This
That's
is like a more
adorable.
primal version of the bird person. So describe this transformation again.
So she... Her bones crack, and nothing much changes other than she gets a more reptilian type head, and she gets
Longer legs.
longer
more-
legs.
that are reverse
She
joint.
gets a little bigger,
Yeah.
but her feathers all remain the same
That's
pattern
so
and all that.
cool.
But she just
Yeah.
turns into a little.
Terrifying for anyone that's watching.
Yeah,
It's
It's
under dark.
that
It's
is
not that
so
terrible.
she basically just transformed.
So cool.
And then she's
Yeah,
just
it's
It's a
gonna
flesh version of a transformer. Oh.
she's gonna run 50 feet and then
Fleshy
dash and
transformer.
run 50 feet again.
You already used a bonus action.
Oh,
You
then
can use
just
an
run 50
action to transform because it's a bonus action technically
That's
for you, but you can use your action. So you just use your movement, which is what?
50.
50? Is that with plus 10?
Yes. 40 plus 10.
Okay. So yeah, you're 50. You're getting closer.
You'll catch up in a round or two.
I like it. We've got it in
I'm
increments of 50. We've got you, then
That's
me,
even
then...
that math. That makes it simple. Perfidious.
Who also has a grappling hook.
Saw Echo and was like, all right, I
I've just been
have
sitting here staring at my grappling hook.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I'm just gonna grappling hook on down.
Yep.
And can I make a perception check? Because obviously it's dark and I can see a little bit.
Yes.
I mean I can see 60
Well,
feet.
yeah, you see 60 feet without needing to make perception checks.
But being small, I would like to know if there's something lurking in the dark that I cannot
Make a perception
like,
check.
it's not this is super obvious. That is a 10.
A 10? You don't see anything apart from fire.
Well, that's great.
And not all of them are burning like orange fires. Some of them are like small little green fires or vibrant purple fires that are currently just dotting the landscape because a big train crash happened. And it's been burning for, well, based off the math, 16 hours. So this thing's been burning for a while.
This is Misty Step would be super helpful.
Right?
So I'm going to use my normal 40 feet of movement. Well, 30 plus the long strider 10.
Mm-hmm. And no difficult terrain because you got a ranger with you.
Yeah. And then I think I am actually going to use my cunning action to hide.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So make a stealth check with advantage because,
It's dark.
no, just straight up stealth because
Okay.
everything in the Underdark would have dark vision.
14... 19.
19? Okay.
Actually, it's 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, the dirtiest 20s. Anyway, so you are well hidden, and there are plenty of pots and holes to dive into. Now, being in the Underdark, it's always a little like you gotta wig. It's a little wiggy of like, I'm diving into that hole. I hope there's nothing in it.
It's clearly not. The carrier crawler
Right.
here.
Yeah, right.
I mean, just kind of.
So it's that kind of level.
I'm so far back. Everybody else is in front of me. I'm just kind of bringing up the rear.
Yeah,
Short
so
little stubby
you're
legs.
working it. You're working it. Oz.
Talking behind, like,
Yeah, Oz. It is your turn. Bridget, you're on deck.
All right, we're just gonna keep going. Step, step, step. So I should be able to get there this turn.
Yep.
But
Yeah, you can go quicker if you do a dubstep. Sorry, couldn't resist.
so
Now, to clarify, the 300 feet is measuring you in the train to the dragon board at the back of the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh, so we can make it this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the
so
idea.
you might be on the board, if not real close on the board right now.
so
So, how long is the map from the Dragonborn
90.
to the edge over here? Oh, okay. So then you have 60 feet before you're on the edge of the map.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to deal with a lot of the rough terrain. Well, actually, I'm not dealing with
You're
the rough
not.
terrain.
You have a ranger that told you all the secrets of
Yes.
life.
Okay. I'm going to use my Graviton Greaves.
Okay.
Once per short rest, you can double your jump distance.
Ooh.
Also, I forgot, apparently this negates fall damage for up to 40 feet.
Take your 3 temporary hit points back.
Hey! Ooh.
Yeah, you were kind of like, why didn't I take any damage? Oh, right, my
right, these
boots.
fancy
I swear I should have broken a leg or something.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That was a lot tougher than I
Did
expected.
I really gain a lot of experience in monkhood? Oh no, it's the boots. Right.
Okay, and that does it for 1 minute, so
Yeah.
that's good enough for me. And from all the movement, and all the movement that I have, and all the speed that I have built up, I'm going to run up this rock and take a leap.
Whew.
Oh,
Okay, so you're using how much? Are you using your dash and everything?
I'm using it all.
All of it? Oh,
I'm getting there.
Another 150 feet, yeah.
Yep.
So you're at the Dragonborn.
Yep. So, let's see. My prophetic strike means that because I use dash action, the next unarmed strike I make adds an extra D4 force damage to it.
But you used your action, bonus action, and movement already.
I'm not doing anything just yet.
Yeah.
I'm just getting there.
But in the transition of things, so you land next to the Dragonborn, but it's also the lead up to your next turn that you're about to wall up the zombies or whatever's nearby.
I'm effectively just being the thing that they look at.
Hey, you know,
I'd rather be the one to get hit.
excellent.
We're not.
Bridget, it is your turn. So you go full just as you you jump and do the slow back roll in the air as you lead up and about to lead in with your elbow.
So this is 60 feet from him to here?
90 feet.
90 feet.
Not using this guy.
So then I
About.
Okay, so there's the 90 feet, yeah.
dash another 100,
Okay.
burn a grit point to dodge roll another 10 for a bonus action.
Oh.
So that's
I like
this
that.
is 90.
So I'm
Go and
like
use it.
right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
here.
you're literally on the edge of the map, just up above. So if someone could get a flying platform, so we can say
A whole
that.
bunch of them right there.
Yeah. So we don't need to put you 80 feet, 70 feet into the air, because that's going to be way up here, but you're up there.
Just go and bring the whole thing over.
Platform or something.
So, firing a shot, they're going to make a perception check. Natural 5, and the second one. Natural 3, nothing yet. Skeletons! There are people on the board!
Ruh-roh.
Is Jeff able to do anything here?
Do you command him to do anything? He has flight
can
speed. Yeah, he has a flight speed. You can order him to do something.
Yes, but what?
That's up to you on your turn to decide. So, skeleton.
Why do the bunnies always end up being in the air in these things?
Yeah, you're right
They're
there.
light.
What are those bunnies in flight?
how many of them are within 80 feet of you?
For me?
Yes.
If they're directly
So
below
this is
me.
90. This is 90 here.
How high are
so
you? How high?
Well, they're
He's
on the
70,
floor.
70 up, so he's got to be up a little higher. He is.
70 feet up
Yeah,
in
he's
the
way
air.
up there.
Maybe this fella?
Within 90 feet?
80.
80 feet.
So how about 120?
Pretty
So
much
how about this? Have them move 30 feet closer. All the skeletons to move 30 feet closer. The ones that are 30 feet within Oz will go towards Oz.
Oh, I didn't think the
those-
play would
those
be the
ones
distract, but I can definitely do that.
Yeah. So all
Follow the
those
bouncing
three-
bunny.
Remember line of sight of the crystals.
Oh, we lost a. We got a little fur here. From,
Yeah, we'll have to
From one of
redo
the-
that.
Yep.
It's to one of the zombies.
Birds on the way.
Yeah, and remember some of them will. Yeah.
You can't see me, so you're going this way.
Yep, that makes sense.
You already moved. You can't
And the skeleton dogs are just regular skeletons. I just
there. You are going here.
That time
I think that's everyone.
Do we have a paper towel?
That time didn't go so well.
No, it did not.
I think that's everyone.
What's in the drink? Water, hopefully.
It's okay. I got it.
All right, so Oz, how many skeletons are within 80 feet of shooting you?
80 feet.
Yeah.
Anyone that's looking at me, effectively.
How many?
One.
One skeleton?
Where are you? And
Oh, there's no scope.
Where are
I
you
guess.
at?
He's next to the Dragonborn.
Oh.
Yep, that'd be two.
So two? All right.
Dragonborn is where?
And they're within 80 feet?
Yes.
Any of them that within 120 feet?
That'd be every one on the board. The board's only 90 across.
True. But so only two are attacking you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. No, they're not. So a couple of these short bow / small pistol wielding skeletons just kind of shoot the floor, and the other one like shoots in the distance because they're like, and they just shoot off wildly.
Not intelligent.
Now the amount of skeletons that are attacking him, how many are within 80 feet? Not many. Those are directly underneath him, practically.
So you're 70 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 of them, okay. And then count how many that are within 120 that I haven't shot yet. Of those 5.
5 that are within 90. There's one more that's outside, just barely. I'd say.
Well, here's 90 right here.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll start with the lowest because I rolled in a weird way. But anyway. So, does a 14 hit?
Nope.
15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so of the 5, 4 of them hit.
Ow.
Owie.
Oh.
I
You
didn't
know,
realize I had guns.
yeah, some of them have
How
guns,
many-
some of them have short bows, some of them have like slingshots. It's a various of different weapons from the ages because undead don't age.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Makes sense.
It's like fighting in Civil War Museum.
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay. So 8, 10 plus 10 plus 8. No. Yeah. 2 for 10, 4. Yeah. 8. So 18 points of piercing damage.
Owie.
As you're just littered with attacks. So how many are attacking that are 120 feet?
1.
1. Really?
Yep, just the one.
Did the others dash or something?
No, all of them were fine. They're close enough. It was just the one was too far away.
How many skeletons do I have on the board?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There's the dog, and there's that one over there. There's that one dead.
7.
There's a dog somewhere. It's by the green
There's a few
pistol.
dogs. You want to count those skeletons too?
Yes. The skeleton dogs are just random skeletons.
8. Oh, in that case. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 10 skeletons on the board.
Thank you. So in that case, how many, final answer, with the skeleton dogs included, how many were within 80?
7.
7, so 2 more attacks within 80, and then 120.
This is not good.
Not good for the Ben.
1 more hits.
I'm glad I jumped.
Me too.
5 more points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
You still have those healing potions, right?
Yeah, I have one. I'm gonna try it.
This is my healing
And then
potion
how
now.
many for the long range?
2.
2? Okay. So at disadvantage. Nope. Nope. Well, that was a natural 20. Good thing. Does a... This is a +3 to hit? Yeah. +4 to hit. So 15?
To hit, yes.
Okay. So 1 more hits. That was the second one and the last one. Yeah. Okay. 1 more hits. 4 points of piercing.
Owie.
Hey, you're still alive. You're
No,
just
not-
riddled. Wait, you're down?
Down.
That took me right to 0.
You fall from the ceiling.
Oh
Immediately take 1 failed death saving throw for hitting the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Whack!
no. Oh no.
Bunny from the sky.
Don't do that to the miniature. Put her right there.
Boy. This is not
Face. Scrape.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually,
good.
look to see if they had guns.
You were just
Wow.
in range.
first character down.
There's a lot of skeletons on the board. Frankly, they rolled crazy good.
I mean, can we use the gun yet? Guys?
Yeah, my priority was getting to.
Yeah.
It's
like,
Ozzy's turn if you want him to do something.
Because, like, she's outside of the range of that. We could hit that freaking
Is it my turn?
group. Like, right
No,
here.
it's Ozzy's.
Like, we can...
Heavy hands.
Oh, heavy.
Look.
Yeah.
Was it the big?
That was a coincidental
Yeah,
kind of
that's
Yeah,
situation.
look.
Yeah, but I haven't marked a target yet.
Like, we could take out this entire group, like, right here, and not even hit her yet. See what I mean?
I say do it.
You're up there. I'm not able to give any insight.
Well, I mean, I'm asking kind of what do you...
Morgan, is your turn. Do you want to tell Ozzy to do something?
Do it.
Oh god.
Or does he want to... I mean, it's his turn.
It's both of our turns right now. Let's go.
Well, I don't want that to be my action. I have another thing lined up.
It's not your action. It's my action.
Shoot them!
Okay.
But, like,
Hold it on my truck.
yeah, we don't even need to put, like, the paint on them. It's very easy to see they're all...
It's okay. I got it. I shoot where the bunny died. I get it.
No, No, right here. Right there.
He's gonna roll to see how fast he can get it up and operational real quick.
I thought he already had it.
No.
He said he was strapped in and ready.
It was a
Live.
15 or higher to get it up. Sorry, immediately because to get it up and turning. Sorry, it would turn. It would.
He has to slew the turret.
Yeah, he has to move the turret into position. That's what he's doing to aim. He rolled a 15 high for basically a tech check. He succeeded, so he can fire right now.
Yes.
He's gonna roll a d20. I want you to roll a d20. He adds a +7. You need to hit AC to not hit the bunny with the shrapnel. You need to roll a 10 or higher.
Come on, man.
God, no shrimp.
Roll
Oh
on
god,
the
that's
board.
what it does save.
20.
20!
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Shit. Well, we don't need to roll damage because the minimal damage will just obliterate everything there.
What is
So
it, 10d10?
everything in that radius, it's fireball. Yeah.
Do you want me to just remove them?
Just remove them. There's no
They're
point in
gone.
saving because even if they save, they won't succeed.
Bye. Bye.
And
And-
zombies gone too.
Bye.
On fire, zombies gone. And then we'll just.
And remove part of the terrain as well. Yeah, there you go.
Well then. We think this guy was in there too. So,
So,
he needs to also...
Morgan,
Yeah.
since he both of you are acting
No, I
on the
think
same
he's just out of
initiative,
it.
he
This
went
one is
first and
out.
stuff like
That's
that.
Fine.
You're making a Constitution saving throw as your ears are deafened. Kaboom! As an artillery piece.
We just told everybody we're here.
Yeah.
All good.
Glad I jumped.
Oh,
because
give me a mega
right
Constitution
over
saving
top
throw
of that.
there as well.
Oh, I have to make a constitution.
Because you're on the train
20.
as well. 20? You're fine, but you still have that whee
Yeah, it's all right. I don't need my ears to shoot.
Yeah, so you're deafened.
Like
One.
I don't need to hear to
Natural
shoot
one?
things.
Okay, so you're deafened.
Well, a Constitution saving throw, yeah, natural.
Yeah, natural one. Okay. Gideon, you weren't prepared for that. In fact, Gideon, you feel the shockwave of this thing going off, lights up the entire cavern. You go flying with the shockwave, and you just you're in the bar now. You're in the bar, just sitting
Well, I
there.
already was in the bar,
Okay.
so I'm now, yeah.
You are now a part of the bar.
Yeah, since the windows are open, a couple of glass shatters.
Sorry.
The shockwave. You just hear, suck it, bones!
Crazy.
Well, I guess
Yeah, so immediately,
That's all I'm hearing.
Morgan, no
Yeah.
roll necessary. That loud of a concussive wave, you immediately see some of the flames twitch in a way that is not normal flame.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
It's not their turn. Roll a perception checks if you want.
Oh no.
Is it a fire elemental?
No.
Roll.
Son of a bitch.
I know what it is.
Okay, well, I like that's good.
Your
That's
character.
good.
Are we out of time already?
It's going to be 24.
24. You initially think it's a fire elemental, of course. There's going to be fire elementals, goes to elemental energies, and it's like yada yada yada. No.
Meanwhile, I'm like, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. But then you notice there's a skull in that flame.
No.
Yep.
Oh.
These are flaming skulls. You see two of them
So much worse.
and start to fly up to you going as they start cackling towards you as more undead. These are very scary undead, particularly if they haven't used them already. You fear that they will hit you with fireball as soon as they get within 60 feet of range.
Okay.
They are 200 feet away, flying towards you.
Shoot
when
it!
it gets to
Shoot
the turn.
it! They're flying toward the train.
Towards the train.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And there's currently two on the field that are flying towards you.
Lovely.
So we're seeing these
So,
things
Morgan,
slowly
it
come
is
out.
your turn.
Okay. Well,
You're
good use of Hail of Thorns.
Yeah. Now they're on like opposite side of the trains right now.
But they have to be within 5 feet. But yeah, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, they're not. No, they weren't in close proximity. They were just random undead plaguing the area.
And they're on opposite sides, you said?
Yes, opposite side of your train carriage. So small little beads of energy. They're not on the board yet because you're 300 feet out and they're 200 feet away. So they're like on either side of the carriage.
Okay.
So like here and here.
No,
Or, like,
like
here?
here and here,
Oh,
just 200 feet away from the carriage.
Okay. Do I have one attack or two?
just one.
You have one, you have two because of the boom stacker in the
Hold
first
on, and they're not within 5 feet of each other, so I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna have to aim for one of them.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I like that. 18
18.
Well, plus,
plus 8.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then roll damage.
Yep.
This is the right one. 8
8.
plus.
plus. Plus yours, right? Plus the radiant damage.
No,
No, it
four.
just
Oh,
turns
it's
into
radiant
radiant
Plus
damage.
dex.
Oh, right. So 12.
12. 12 turns into 24. It's still alive. Well,
Son of a
still
bitch.
there.
Still moving.
Yeah.
4. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they would be moderate undead, and they are scary. But you are hitting them with radiant damage.
And I still. Is it a bonus action to tell
You can scream it as a free action.
Jeff to do something?
Yes, bitches! Tell me what to do!
Fire thingies! Fire thingies!
Yes! Put fire on the flaming skulls! He flies out.
No, I'm just like, do something! Do something!
He's doing
Need
something.
something.
He hurls a fireball at it.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's not fire. On fire is not gonna help.
No, it does nothing. He hits the skull, and the skull as they're both just flaming each
Yeah.
other.
God. Oh God.
And
I
the,
asked you to attack and not throw fire, and I said fire thingies.
yeah.
Jesus, criminy.
It's
So-
like keep
He heard fire at
your
the thingies.
expectations
That's what
of
he
it.
heard.
Yeah, he hit fire at the thingies.
Yeah,
Exactly what he did.
Jeff.
Yes, I'm doing it, my queen!
No, you're not.
Yes, I am!
You did the wrong thing.
We found someone with lower end than Gideon.
Gideon, is it your turn?
Jeff, bad boy.
How far away are these skulls?
They are 200 feet away. They are still. You know what?
200.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. So the one left side of the carriage, my left of the carriage. So when we're looking at the field like this right now, right? So this side, the left side skull, is closer by a factor of 100 feet, but it's still 200 feet away from the Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. We're gonna say he's 200 feet away, but he's 50 feet closer to the battlefield.
Okay.
So he is a factor of 300 feet. So he's 250 feet, but from the carriage, he's just 200 feet away.
Okay.
And the other one is actually further away from the field. So he's actually from the Dragborn. He's like a factor of 350 feet away. And he's on the right side of it.
All right. So one of them is 200 feet away. The other is 350 feet away.
No, the other one is 200 feet. They're both 200 feet away.
They're both 200 feet
For
away.
simple,
Which
simple.
one got hit first? The bottom one?
I'm assuming you chose the left side. Because that was on the same side where
Yeah.
you were shooting and everything.
Yep.
It's about. We're going to. Let's finish off one.
All right.
Rather
You
than-
already saw that the fire does nothing to them.
So I've got my hand out like this and go. And the wand pops back up and I go, "Phew," and I literally set it down and go,
What, at me?
no, at her.
Oh, okay.
I'm acting like it's a rifle,
Okay.
but it's a metal rod.
Morgan, how are you taking this?
I'm just
I mean,
like,
by the way, how old is your character?
Do you say 28?
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
just said
That's a lot less creepy.
I'm like, I'll be impressed when I see it work.
Okay.
I'll be impressed when I see it work. It's crazy.
Lightning bolt, which has a range of 100 feet. Spell sniper, 200 feet.
Lightning bolt is an area effect.
No, it is a single line, 90 feet long.
It's an area effect. That's an area effect. That's
Yeah.
a line.
All right, it is true. Area effect, yes.
So
Unfortunately, I
Double
can't-
the
that
length
means
of that.
that does not go under the effect of spell sniper or distance spell.
Ah, shit, it doesn't. You're
No.
right.
You
You're
can
right.
hold
You're
your
absolutely
action. You can hold your action to see when they get close enough.
Which they will be.
Yeah, let me check my other spells, but I have a feeling enough to wait. You're right.
So we need a cold spell, so we need a cold or an ice or something.
No. I'm not gonna wait.
With a 20, using your previous survival check for monsters of undead, you know cold will do nothing to them.
We'll do to the fire, wouldn't it?
Nope. To these flaming undead,
Radiant, that's one of these
fire,
minors, plus so much
necrotic,
damage.
and cold, they are immune to.
There
They're
we go.
nasty little shits.
Just hit him with Radiant. When in doubt, Radiant.
You're right.
Radiant or Force.
Okay, so
Did you roll an 18, by the way?
cool. Here we go.
You crit.
So I set it up and go. Nah,
Is that crit?
we'll do it later.
Yeah.
You take your pistol out, put it like, put right in your step.
Watch
like,
this.
nah.
Watch this. No, wait. You're right. I'm gonna use that
Yeah,
later.
you're hop swapping too many times.
It's the same thing. Deadeye.
You've used all your actions, you swapped them in advance.
So whenever you hit a creature with a range
And
attack, the lowest
I'm
number
gonna
you roll
use
is D20
Eldritch
for-
Blast.
It's
Not
a,
a good player, though.
you only have
Force
twice.
energy.
You hit twice.
That
on
will
your first
hit.
turn. Your
So
second
with,
turn, you shot
yeah, and 200
12,
feet.
so
I have to
crit
roll
with
to hit it.
Yeah, you have to roll to hit
240.
it. Yeah, 240. You don't even have to put a sorcery point or anything.
Right, it's a gunslinger,
Yeah.
I think.
She's not a.
I'm not a
She's a
gunslinger.
ranger.
Oh,
This one's the gunslinger.
Yeah. Hey, she's just skinned differently. That's all.
So
That
Eldritch
sounds
Blast
weird.
to hit.
yeah, but he thought I had a
I
crit.
forgot that she's a ranger now.
No, she's a ranger. You're a gunslinger. She's a ranger.
16 points to hit on the one that was damaged.
16 points to hit.
I was like, no,
Ooh,
like,
that
wait.
might do it. It's still up, my friend.
Well, no, not damage. 16
Oh,
points.
16 hits.
Hits, and I have to roll. What's the damage on that? On us?
1d10.
Is it 1d10 as well?
Yes,
Just straight 1d10.
and it's force damage.
Ah, fuck. That would be a 1.
Well, you hit it.
So do I roll? It doubles the damage. I don't roll twice. So
2.
yep.
What do you mean you doubled the damage?
No, well, it was 1 point of damage, so I double it because it's force, so it'd be 2 points.
Why would you double the force damage? It's not susceptible to force damage.
Oh, I thought it was force. Oh, no, it's radiant.
That's
sorry.
radiant.
Right. So, one point of damage.
Are you trying to sneak something in here, buddy?
No, I was thinking it was force.
Yes, he's sneaking in his smites.
Yeah.
Turns out he took 1 level in Paladin.
And somehow ignores the
Not yet.
range after. So, all right. Gideon, is that your last turn?
Secretly
So-
level 4.
I did do an Eldritch Blast on it. What?
Yes. Anything else?
That's all I can
Hey,
do.
you hit it. It's cackling. Its attention seems to be that one that seems that got hit between the crazy imp, the shot of radiant damage, and the force damage. Its attention is currently split in deciding should I go after the immediate what's in front of me, the imp, or the train carriage that hurts. As these more cackling go towards the train system, as the zombies are going to start going towards you and start zerging you, and you hear clunk, clunk of something inside the train system over here.
Oh, no.
That seems to be in a big, like 20 by 20 crate cracking from the inside out, trying to break out. As
Don't want to be here anymore.
loud noise. You hear undead roars from the distance that are way outside the
I
battle
played
map.
Left 4 Dead. I know this.
Yeah, this is the land of the dead. Welcome to Zombieland, everyone. We're
what I was
gonna end
afraid of.
here.
Twinkies.
Yeah,
This is what I was afraid of.
man.
we
This
have
has got
unconscious
snowballs.
bunnies. You know what? Bridget,
snowballs.
make one death saving throw right now.
Oh boy.
On the bright side,
19. Okay. So even the loudest cacophony of sound doesn't get you up, but you know. you're
5 more
there.
minutes, Mom. 5 more minutes.
I
So
fell from 80 feet after taking like 7 hits.
hey, that frankly, the cannon was the right choice to do. Because as soon as the skeletons acted, dead.
Dead bunny.
Very dead.
Because he
I'm dead by
ripped
One
apart.
we have one left right here. That's
Yeah.
it. But there's
And
still one. There's still
so
one. There's still
now
one.
immediate problem are the zombies, and additional forces are going to be coming into play.
Yeah.
Because you know hordes travel in packs. So, we'll end here. It's not over, everyone. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
boy. Oh my gosh.
It can always be worse.
Danger, danger, danger.
It's okay. You will not hold the record for the quickest death in any campaign. That is held exclusively by someone who died in the first hour of the first session.
Wow. Don't worry. You're going to be the second.